Talk about bad timing.
Mr. Nick, how come you? Oh, nothing that's right. No, I'll never forgive you. Never, ever. Pearl, I'm not doing anything. I'm talking with her. That doesn't mean I have relations. What the frick are you talking about?
Okay, so where we left off, it's becoming clearer that, our client is the thief, but he's been blackmailed and somebody framed him for a murder that he didn't commit. I'm trying to work things out in my head, but it seems a little complex. October 14th, 9:41 a.m., District Court Defendant Lobby number 4.
Hey, Nick.
What was it this time?
You won't believe how many people are here for the trial.
Well, it is a murder case.
What are you talking about? They're here for the trial next door.
What? Next door?
Why don't you know this, Nick? They're having Detective Atmey's trial today.
Detective Atmey?
They say they're going to try him as Masty Mask.
Really? Already? That was fast.
Boy, I'd love to see Masty Mask's trial.
Go and do it. I know. Who's saying that? By the way, where's Pearls?
Oh, she went back home. She said that she can't neglect her training anymore.
Who was saying this? I know you don't like me. Pearls has really gotten into her training lately, huh?
Yeah, ever since the incident last year. Oh, it's you! I was wondering.
I was thinking that it was gonna be Luke. Please, don't ignore me.
Oh, Mr. Delight. Good morning.
No one likes me. No one would notice me, even if I killed someone.
Come on, don't be silly. Oh, wait a sec.
You don't mean you're the murderer? No! I'm just a poor thief. No, wait, that's alright. A thief can't really be poor. Now, let's see. According to Mr. Delight, from his second crime on, he was following a bunch of set plans. Plans that someone had been sending to him to help him commit the heist.
Do you really think there's a connection between the thief and the murder, Nick?
It's possible, but today's trial is a race against the clock.
Huh? How come? Well, let's just take our time like always.
I'm afraid that's not an option. What do I mean, a race against the clock? Where are we racing against? October 14th, 10 a.m., District Court, Courtroom number 6. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Ron Delight. The defense is ready, Your Honor. You're ready. Preparation is the last refuge of the weak. Okay, settle down, everyone. Let's begin with your opening statement, Mr. Gatto. He's got the judge in the palm of his hand. Yet again. Ron Delight is simply too young to be sent to war. That's all. I'm afraid I have no idea what that means, Mr. Gatto. Then you need to get out more, Your Honor. Life is war. And that is exactly why you must be more precise in your wording. Oh, there's your coffee. That's all my statement means. You understand now, right? Yes. Well then, let me briefly summarize the details of this case. Wow, the judge is taking charge like he knows what's going on for a change. The victim is Kane Bullard, CEO of KB Security. His body was found in a safe at approximately 9 a.m. on the morning of the 13th. However, the time of death was estimated as 1 a.m. the previous day. And that's when our little lost kitten dropped the ball. Little lost kitten? What do you mean? Oh, him.
Wait there.
That little lost kitten is, of course, the defendant. Very well then, Mr. Gatto. Please, call your first witness. I never drink more than 17 cups of coffee during any given trial.
17! Please tell me it's at least decaf, man! With that much caffeine in your system, you're gonna die!
How much caffeine is in a cup of coffee? Oh! The FDA estimates toxic events like seizures can be observed when rapid consumption of around 1,200 milligrams of caffeine. Oh! Oh no! And this dude drinks freaking 17 cups? That's 1,615, which is freaking 415 over the estimated amount of toxic effects. Dude, you're gonna die! Why are you drinking so much coffee? I understand liking coffee, but the amount you're drinking is toxic. But the first one is always the best. Probably because it's the start of your oh my gosh. How much? Oh my gosh. Please tell me it's decaf at the very least. That way it's not going to be an issue and you're not going to die of caffeine poisoning. Mr. Gatto, your witness. Okay then, let's hear what the defendant, Mr. Rodney Light, has to say for himself. The defendant? Well, Mr. Wright, does the defense have any objections? It may be a bit of a disadvantage having the defendant testify, but... I remember when Mia was defending me. She allowed me to testify so she could do the cross-examination. She put a lot of trust in me back then. We have no objections, Your Honor. The defense will allow Mr. Delight to testify. Ha. You've got guts, try it. Alright then, Mr. Ron Delight, please take the stand. Hello. You did it, didn't you?
Yes. What? No. That's not true.
For a moment there, I thought we'd set the record for the shortest trial ever.
Well, Mr. Delight already looks plenty guilty with that face he's making.
And once he opens his big mouth, he'll probably put the last nail in his own coffin. Ha. Very well. Now then, can you tell me something? If you didn't kill Bullard, why did you go to KB Security?
Well, that's kind of hard to say. I wish I could go home.
Now then, let's hear some testimony about what happened. My visit to KB Security.
That evening, around 1 a.m., I went to see Mr. Bullard in his office at KB Security. The blackmail letter I got had ordered me to go there. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
1 a.m. Exact time the murder took place. The weak get washed away by the tides of fate. The strong drink it up. Ha! It's bitter today, too. Just like my destiny. What? Why are you acting as dark as your coffee, man?
You never know that from the way he's chugging it down.
Mr. Wright, your cross-examination, if you please. My visit to KB Security. 1 a.m., huh? You're absolutely sure about that?
Yes, that's what my watch said when I was entering the CEO's office. But, no. Actually, I'm not really sure. My watch was slow, and my internal clock was also a bit...
1 a.m. That's the exact time the victim, Mr. Bullard, was murdered, correct? It's too late for a coffee date, that's for sure.
The blackmail letter I got, it ordered me to go there.
It ordered you there?
It was the first time I got a blackmail letter that ordered me to go somewhere.
Does that mean you've got other blackmail letters then?
Oh, of course. They'd say things like, steal this or take that.
Why don't you say those for later, Mr. Delight? Please, don't say anymore. Now, what should I do? Press harder. So, what did the blackmail letter in question say?
It said to bring $50,000.
Money, eh? A perfect motive for committing murder.
Oh, but wait! Wait! I never intended to pay.
Oh, is that right?
After all, you had nothing to hold over my head. I had nothing to be afraid of.
An important point indeed. Witness, let's have that added to your testimony.
Yes, sir.
Ha. A muddy mud skipper is outer in our space has a better chance of surviving than I do. Muddy mud skipper?
The blackmail threat didn't scare me. It wasn't going to cause me trouble or anything.
Just what were you being blackmailed about anyway? The blackmail letter said, "You don't want your identity revealed, correct?"
I'm sure I was referring to the whole nasty mask thing. But I wasn't worried. Mr. Bullard didn't have anything on me.
He didn't.
Anyway, I don't care what anyone says about me. Just as long as Desi believes in me.
So that's why Mr. Light didn't believe he was mask to mask.
That's why I knew they were just homo threats. I've been working for KB Security until a year ago, so I knew where his office was.
You used to be a security chief for KB Security, right?
Yes, that's right.
Security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. A perfect motive for murder, wouldn't you say? This isn't good. Maybe I should change the subject. Why he was fired. Mr. Delight, please tell us why you were fired from your job.
Well...
The world is filled with those who have said, "I wish I had never asked that." Okay, then I take it back. Defendant, please answer the question.
I needed money.
You needed money.
Well, you see, Desi loves to spend it. It's kind of her hobby.
Not exactly the best hobby in the world, huh, Nick? Neither is scarfing down 50,000 pounds of burgers every day.
My salary wasn't nearly enough, so I stole data from the company.
Come again?
KB Security has a lot of security info in all sorts of companies. Since I was the security team chief,
You stole some data and sold it.
Mr. Bullard found out and I was fired immediately.
What? I wish I had never asked that.
I was somehow able to keep it secret. Made it seem like I quit on my own.
What is it, Nick? You don't look so good.
Someone who brings harm to the company is fired as punishment. You do well to remember that.
He sure told you.
So you just admitted that you stole data from your company, is that correct?
Yes. I'm sorry.
This is a very important fact. Please add it to your testimony. Oh man, this whole thing just took a big turn for the worse, crashed and blew up. It's gonna take the jaws of life to rip this case from the clutches of disaster. Wait, there was another thing here. 1 second. Blah blah blah. Oh, what? Really? I can't ask him. You used to be a security chief for KB's security, right?
Yes, that's right.
A security chief? You? And yet, a year ago, you were fired without notice. Revenge for an old grudge. Perfect motive for murder, one you say.
He fired me for selling company secrets. But Desi doesn't know about that.
Why would you do something like that?
Well, for Desi's hobby. What else?
Wasting money, huh?
What?
So Miss Delight doesn't know that her husband was fired, does she?
So it would seem.
I'm not sure what to think about couples who keep secrets from each other.
I can't believe it. This case has gotten even Maya to think seriously about couples. Please, try to stay focused, Mr. Wright.
There wasn't much to his testimony, was there?
Sounds like he's avoiding something. At least, that's what it sounds like to me.
Uh-oh. I've got a bad feeling about this. We better be careful.
If we don't find a way to make him spill the beans, we'll never get closer to the truth.
Yeah.
Dang it. Oh, what? I thought it was just going in a circle again. Tisk, tisk. I'm afraid that reason isn't going to hold up anymore. What do you mean? The victim had no proof the defendant was masked. But you were the one who stole company secrets only 1 year earlier.
But that was all over with once I was fired. But it is true that the fact that I stole secrets was kept under wraps. So, there was no reason for me to pay him now, a whole year later.
Is that really true?
What is it, Nick?
The fact that Ron was stealing company data. I wonder if he would have had a problem if that ever became public knowledge. Yes, he would. Mr. Delight, I believe you would have been in considerable trouble if your identity as a company data thief was made public. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to do by bullying your own client? Ha. Men are like colonies of bacteria. The more heat you apply, the faster they grow. That's exactly right. Well then, feel free to keep up the heat, my little lawyer amigo. Little lawyer amigo? Why are you calling me that? Yes. Now come on. Provide some evidence to back up your assertion. Why would Mr. Delight want to keep his data stealing secret from going public? Because of his wife. Mr. Delight, what you said now just doesn't match what you told me yesterday.
Huh? What does it?
I think you must have been scared. Very scared. Of having a certain person find out your secret.
Oh.
A certain person. Miss Desiree Delight, the defendant's wife. Yes, his life.
But listen to me. My Dixie, she's...
Looks like if I just sit back and relax, the fun will end before it truly begins. Gato. Yes, we know. It was all your wife's fault. What do you mean? Mr. Delight stole company data to pay for his wife's spending habit, for which he was fired. Unable to face his own wife, someone used his dirty little secret to blackmail him. And that is how this murder came about. Oh. No, everything is falling neatly into place for him.
Don't talk about my Dixie like that, or you'll be sorry!
Well, it seems. And we've learned a great deal of things here so far.
What do you think, Nick?
I didn't think it was possible to get so thoroughly whipped in just 20 minutes. Clearly, There was sufficient motive for murder. He stole data for his wife, and he killed to protect his secret. A family man who cared just a little too much. The motive is clear. Let's move on. Oh, hi again. What happened at the crime scene at 1 in the morning, Mr. Delight? Come now. Tell us. We are all ears. At the CEO's office.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. Suddenly, I was hit on the forehead. After that, I remember being a bit dazed. If I had been wearing that, I would have been killed. Then when I came to, Mr. Bullard was lying there, dead.
I see. Suddenly hit on the forehead, huh? I believe the detective from yesterday provided similar testimony. He said the nasty mask struck him on the head from behind. Of course, since Atmey turned out to be the culprit himself, it was all a lie. Ha! No one's going to believe a pathetic lie like that.
Whoa, what are you saying? I really was attacked.
We'll find out. We'll find out if what you say is true or not during the cross-examination. You got that, Mr. Wright. Don't go easy just because he's your client. If I see any sign that you are, I'll treat you to another cup of my special blend. Is it the same one as yesterday? You don't need to worry about that, Mr. Gatto. I have faith in Ron. I know he didn't do it. He didn't kill, at least. He might have stolen, but he didn't kill. At the CEO's office.
When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there.
Who was this suspicious shadow?
If there were 1,000 of me, and if even one knew, I tell you, trust me.
He's dodging all of our questions and not helping us win his case.
Okay. Then how was the victim Mr. Bullard at that time?
What do you mean, how was he?
Was he already dead? Was he still alive? Maybe he was the one who hit you in the first place.
That's a good question. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Forget it. Your forehead.
Yes, I was hit on the forehead as soon as I entered the room. It was an amazingly fast and powerful attack.
Do you remember anything about who hit you?
Well, like I said, it was fast and powerful hit.
Okay, that's fine then.
So I think I was a little dazed for a while.
I don't think Mr. Delight even grasped what you were asking.
Yeah, I'd like to show him a fast and powerful attack myself. Maybe that would knock some sense back into him.
If I hadn't been wearing that, I would have been killed.
That? Could you please clarify what you are referring to?
Why, my Nasty Mask costume, of course.
Wait just a moment. Nasty Mask.
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? Just to be on the safe side, I dressed as Nasty Mask. Then, I descended upon the office of the CEO of KV Security.
What?
Nick, did you know about this? He never told me this.
I don't recall him ever mentioning it to me either. Even I didn't know that. It seems our little friend really loves to keep secrets.
I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention up until now. Wait, that's not right. You know how sometimes there was something online?
Ha! My sixth cup of coffee is staring up at me coldly. Stop drinking coffee! You're gonna die, man! At any rate, we can't ignore this new piece of information. Witness, please correct your testimony.
I'd have been killed if I hadn't been wearing my Nasty Mask costume.
Why were you dressed up as a Master Mask?
What? Because I'm Master Mask, of course.
What are you talking about? Master Mask trial is being held next door.
Yes, I guess so. Anyway, at that time, I thought I was being blackmailed over the Master Mask issue. So I thought I should go as him and just to be safe.
Oh boy.
Let me tell you, it's a real pain to move around with that cape. That's why it took a lot longer than I expected.
Took a lot longer? What is he talking about? Press harder. What do you mean by took a lot longer?
Oh, opening the safe, of course. My cape got caught on the safe door, you see. This all happened when I was hiding Mr. Bullard's body.
What was that? Back up a second.
Yes?
You were the one that hid the body in the safe?
Well, yeah.
Inconceivable! Why? Just why? What reason could you have had? Could you have? What were you thinking? Question. When does someone toss their dirty shorts in the washing machine? What? The answer is simple. When they take them off. As usual, I have no idea what you're saying. Do you mean that Mr. Delight hid the body because he's the murderer? Ha. So you're not as stupid as you look.
His metaphor this time was really obscure.
Mr. Wright, I don't mean that you knew about this whole safe business. Do you? Well, yes. Why am I the only one not in the loop here? Witness, make sure you add this to your the testimony.
Yes, sir.
Uh-oh, looks like a storm front is moving in over the fair weather judge.
I panicked and hid the body in the safe. It took about 10 minutes.
Why did you hide the body in the safe anyway?
Well, because it wouldn't fit in a drawer.
What? That's not exactly what I meant.
When I saw that corpse, I kind of lost it. I thought, if they find this corpse, they think I did it.
Huh. I think you had a simpler reason than that. It's because you killed him. That's why you spent 10 minutes hiding the body. That certainly makes more sense. Hold on. 10 minutes?
What is it, Nick?
I just had a thought. Under those circumstances, would you normally try to hide the body? And spend 10 whole minutes to do it?
Under those circumstances? What circumstances? Oh, hey, Nick. If you think his behavior was so strange, why didn't you present some evidence that would show just what those circumstances were?
That's it. I'll take a look at the court record and present some evidence.
We need this from Mr. Delight. We heard this from Mr. Delight yesterday, didn't we?
There's not much in his testimony either.
I bet you he's still hiding something.
Wouldn't be surprised. We'll just have to draw it out of him.
I just hope he doesn't make things any more complicated.
Oh, there we go. It was the buzzer. Your Honor, could you please take a look at this record? And what might this be? The record for the emergency buzzer that connects the CEO's office to security. If the button in the office is pressed, a security team is supposed to come running. And according to this record, the buzzer was pushed once at 1:02 a.m. What? If Mr. Ron Delight truly was the murderer, he would have ran as soon as the buzzer sounded. After all, a security guard would have been heading his way. Ha! Let's remember who we're dealing with here. He probably had no idea there was security personnel in the building. Up until 1 year ago, my client was working as the chief of security. There's no way he wouldn't have known about them. But, as it turns out, the guard never came. That was nothing more than a coincidence. The fact is, the guard was a pathetic loser who had just gotten punched in the face by his ex's new boyfriend.
And wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something... What? And wasn't anywhere in the vicinity was not something Mr. Delight could have known.
Again, remember who we're dealing with here. It's a sure bet that Mr. Delight didn't even notice the buzzer going off.
This buzzer is extremely loud. There's no way he could have ignored something like that. If he had been conscious, that is.
Conscious? What do you mean by that?
You gonna throw that coffee at me again, buddy?
Fine. Let's hear your theory.
Recall the defendant's testimony. The moment he entered the victim's office, someone attacked him. Mr. Delight said he felt dazed. I'm willing to wager that he was knocked unconscious for at least a few minutes.
Unconscious? So he fainted?
And that's why Mr. Delight didn't know that the buzzer had sounded. And that's why he thought he had time to hide the body.
So what are you trying to say?
Mr. Delight was knocked out, and the buzzer went off soon afterwards. Now, unless my client was able to hit the buzzer while he was unconscious, it can only mean that there was another person in that room. That's right. Whoever it was that knocked out Ron Delight then pressed the buzzer. Press the buzzer. Press the buzzer! I think you cut up on that.
Order in the court. Mr. Wright! This is preposterous. It was this kid. Ron Delight is the one who killed Kane Bullard.
Then who pressed the buzzer?
It was the victim. The victim, of course. He pressed the buzzer when the defendant attacked him. He didn't die right away. He must have held on long enough to push that button. So Mr. Kane Bullard signed the buzzer himself. What's your opinion on this, Mr. Wright?
Can you prove that the real criminal was there at the scene? How? Can I prove that it wasn't Kane Bullard who sounded the buzzer? Prove it, alright. He wasn't wearing gloves. The defense's opinion is this, Your Honor. This piece of evidence proves that it wasn't the victim who sounded the buzzer. There are no fingerprints! I believe this is the piece of I believe this is the piece of incontrovertible of incontrovertible evidence that you were looking for.
The emergency buzzer. Is this some kind of clue or not? Clue on it?
Absolutely not.
Hey, come on now. At least give some thought to what you say before opening your mouth.
The fact that there are absolutely no clues is itself the clue.
No, I'm the one who's clueless.
The button has no fingerprints on it. If Mr. Bullard had really pressed it himself, naturally he would have left his fingerprints behind. Not his coffee.
Ron Delight obviously wiped them off.
Why would he? The guard could have come in at any moment.
He touched that button. I know he did.
The defendant, Mr. Delight, was dressed as Masty Mask. And Masty Mask always wears gloves. What reason would he possibly have had to wipe the button free of fingerprints?
Order. Order! Order! It would seem I've been forced to eat crow.
I wonder what blend number crow flavored tastes like. I wonder what blend number crow flavored coffee is. Hi, Papaya.
However, the real killer was there at the scene. Why would that person press the emergency buzzer? Shouldn't they have run away without putting themselves in extra danger? What's with this awkward silence all of a sudden? Ha, looks like you're fresh on parlor tricks.
They're on to you, Nick. Just give me a minute to collect my thoughts.
The real culprit killed Mr. Bullard at around 1 a.m. And Mr. Delight just happened to waltz in when the murder was taking place, right? The killer clobbered Mr. Delight and then sounded the buzzer.
Even though security was supposed to respond right away if the buzzer was pressed.
Security was supposed to respond. Time's up, Mr. Wright. Let's hear what you have to say. Very well, then. Oh, you've got some guts. I like that in an opponent. Why did the real killer sound the emergency butter?
Emergency butter! Butter!
Why did the real killer sound the emergency buzzer? I'm hungry. I'm thinking about butter.
To call the security guard.
The killer knew that if they pressed that button, a guard would come running. And that was exactly what they wanted. Do you mean to say the killer called the guard on purpose? Yes. Although, as it turned out, he never showed up.
Because he was getting his clock cleaned at the time.
Huh. What a touching story. You're saying the killer had a change of heart and called the guard to turn himself in. No, I'm not. When that buzzer sounded, there were 3 people in that office. The victim, Kane Bullard, who was already dead. The defendant, Ron Delight, who was out cold. And the 3rd person, the real killer. Hypothetically, yes. Now then, in this situation, if the real killer made an escape, what would happen? The only ones left in the room would be the victim and Ron Delight. And if any security guards came running in at that time, they would think I was the murderer. Yes, that was precisely the real killer's objective. To frame Ron Delight for the murder. Order! 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 It would seem I've been made to eat my words once again.
Actually, you've been made to do a spit take. The cup of coffee.
Mr. Wright! Who was it? Who was it that tried to frame me? Wait a second. I'm the one and only Masty Mask, so...
Nick, you mean the real killer is...
We're going to drag that person in here right now.
But who is it?
It's the fake Masty Mask dude who's been freaking... It's the Stitch man that I gave the Stitch voice to. I don't have any solid proof yet, but think about it. The killer knew Mr. Delight's identity, and they also knew that he had been called to KB security that night. So the killer used him to execute a well-crafted plan to murder Kane Bullard. Now then, let's hear your accusation, Mr. Wright. Who was it that framed Mr. Ron Delight for the murder of Kane Bullard? Oh, I wonder who. Maybe it's Luke. Maybe it's Stitch Man. And talking about Luke. Detective Luke Atmey. He's the one who could have done it. Ace Detective. Look at me! You mean Masty Mask did it? Your Honor, the person being tried in the court next to us is not Masty Mask at all. He is, in actuality, the true murderer of Kane Bullard. Order. Order! Mr. Wright, explain yourself. Theft and murder. Which is the more serious crime? Not even close. Murder is the more serious crime, of course. It's a capital crime subject to a capital punishment. Posture checking, yes. Please remember the trial from yesterday, if you would. When Luke Atmey confessed, there was a huge commotion in the courtroom. Of course, the famous detective was unmasked as, well, as Master Mask.
Instead of being convicted of murder, he was found guilty of grand larceny. That was his true objective all along, to be found guilty. Master Mask had the perfect alibi for when the murder took place. He was stealing the urn at Lordly Taylor. In other words, being found guilty as Master Mask was Luke Atmey's airtight, watertight, and unassailable... What? Was Luke Atmey's airtight, watertight, and unassailable alibi.
Guilty verdict. As an alibi? You know, it's almost time. For what? For Luke Atmey's verdict. It's a pretty simple trial, after all. If we're going to stop this trial and stall that one, we need to do it now. Of course. That's assuming you have proof the detective was the one who committed the murder. Mr. Luke Atmey's trial has indeed attracted the attention of the entire country. If we were to intrude and fail to provide adequate proof of this crime, Mr. Delight would be left with no grounds for appeal.
Wait a second! If he's currently in a different trial, that means there's a different judge, so why am I stuck with you all the time? Why do I have I have different prosecutors, but I've never had a different judge? Why do I never have a different judge?
Am I really sure about this? I bet it's only good when your life's the Anata? When your life's the ante.
Mr. Wright! I believe in you! No, there's been no different judge. It's been this bald dude this entire time. And they're saying, oh, there's a trial going on next door. That means there's another judge here. But why am I always getting the same judge? I have yet to see another judge. Does he have a clone of himself? Is it two of the same judge?
Mr. Delight.
So, please.
Thanks. My decision will determine the rest of your life. Really risk your life like this? Phoenix. What was that?
It was Mia trying to jump scare me, but I was expecting it this time.
Don't stray, Phoenix. For your client, take the path of trust. That voice. It sounds like...
Mia! Your Honor, defense requests an immediate recess.
Huh. So that's your answer, huh? Very well. Decided as well. This court will now take a 20-minute recess. Mr. Wright, when we return, please summon Mr. Luke Atmey to the stand.
Yes, Your Honor.
October 14th, 11:58 a.m. District Court, courtroom number 5.
Oh, hi, Payne. Who's the judge? Can I see the judge in here? And who's the lawyer?
Well, what was the voice I gave him?
Well, Sir Detective Atmey. I have to say, Mr. Payne, you've performed splendidly.
Oh no, Sir Detective Atmey. You were the one who...
Ah! Who are you? Amish dude! Why am I thinking Amish as soon as I saw you? This is the judge! Looks like he took the hair from the other judge mustache and just put it on his head.
That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This court finds the defendant Luke Atmey.
Wait! Don't hand down your verdict yet. Please. Well, Sir Lawler. Welcome to my courtroom.
Who's this hoser, eh?
You're Canadian? You're Canadian? Who's this hoser, eh?
My name is Phoenix Wright, attorney at law. I wish to file an accusation against this man. Look at me.
Accusation?
Accusation. What was the voice?
Accusation.
You accuse... One second.
Accusation.
You accuse...
Master Mask. I can't go to stitch!
Damn it! That's not the voice.
Accusation.
Oh, there it is.
You accuse Masty Mask.
That man is not Masty Mask. He's just a ruthless murderer. What? Who's the lawyer here, though? Who's the lawyer? Who's your lawyer? To be continued. Were you being a lawyer to yourself? Saving content. Is he being his own lawyer? I want to know. Who is his lawyer? He had an Amish judge, and that this is where Pain is. October 14th, 12:14 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby Number 4.
My sis.
I could have sworn I heard Mia's voice.
So then, she's still alive. Inside your heart.
Nicky boy. Oh, Mr. Knight. Is it true that detective is the real killer? To be honest, we don't have any definitive proof. Definite proof. But he's the only one who could have done it. But wasn't he at Lordly Taylor that night?
Not to mention, we don't exactly know his motive. I mean, why would Detective Atmey want to kill King Bullard?
Oops, it's almost time. Better get back to the courtroom. I need to find some solid proof. It's gotta happen sooner rather than later. October 14th, 12:21 p.m. District Court, Courtroom Number 6. Now then, this court is back in session. Mr. Look at me. Please, take the stand.
Well, how do you do, Sir Lawyer? I never would have thought to see you acting so recklessly.
I can let them hand down your verdict just yet. Not when it would have given you your perfect alibi. An alibi by the name of Masty Mask.
I'm sorry. I'm afraid even the right look at me. I have no idea what you mean. Of course, I have been in the next courtroom ever since 10 o'clock this morning. I'm afraid there's no way I could have known what's been going on in here.
You've been in the defendant's seat all day long, correct? Being tried as Masty Mask.
Indeed. Surely child's play to fool the ignorant masses. Not only did the poor fools ask me to protect their valuables, they even gave me a generous reward upon returning their own property to them. Take this red diamond ring that sparkles upon my divided finger, for example.
So you continue to insist that you are, in fact, Masty Mask.
Of course!
Very well then, look at me. Let us begin with the simple question. On October 12th at 1 a.m., King Bullard was murdered. Where were you at that time?
One without knowledge lacks even the knowledge that he should be ashamed of himself. But don't worry, I will not hold it against you, Sir Judge.
Thanks. Alright, Mr. Atmey. Deny the murder. Speak. We're all ears.
As you wish, Sir Prosecutor.
The alibi.
I was still in the urn as Master Mask, just as I announced I would. I had more than enough time to prepare. It was a pathetic, easy job. A photograph contains no words, but in this case, no one turned out to be my witness. The time at which the cable captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder.
We could have set the program so it was an hour behind. It seems the main point of discussion will be this photo of the crime scene. Everything else up until now was all part of his plan. There has to be a secret in this picture as well.
Even the great Master Mask cannot be in two places at once. Madam, if you excuse me, I have a verdict to receive.
Unfortunately, Mr. Atmey, we will still have to do your cross-examination.
A fool is too foolish to know when he is a fool.
I think he's trying to say that you're full of it, Nick.
The only thing that's full of it is his alibi. The alibi. So this photograph is the proof, correct?
And
And the man in the photo is certainly wearing a mask.
that is why I'm called the Master Mask.
But conveniently, that also means that there is no way to tell who this really is. What do you mean? Ha. Are you saying that this is in fact, look at me? That it could be an accomplice dressed as Masty Mouse to create an alibi?
Oh, what an interesting idea. Are you saying that I, Lone Wolf Luke, had an accomplice?
I don't think he had an accomplice. Or maybe he did. Look at me was at Kaylee's security during the murder. Then the Masty Mask in this picture has to be a fake. Exactly. You want an accomplice. Now remember you said that, Mr. Wright. Because there's no going back. If you're making baseless claims, I'll treat you to a penalty myself.
That penalty is probably boiling hot, too.
So who is it, Mr. Wright? Who was the accomplice? Who? Oh, it was you. You're the accomplice. It was this person. Okay, so he didn't have an accomplice. Ha! That's quite the prank you're trying to pull. Do you have any evidence that this person is in fact the accomplice? Well... The aura! The word that this person has around them is... If you're going to judge someone by their aura, you'd be right up there as the #1 suspect, Mr. Wright. I jumped the gun on that one.
I had more than enough time to prepare. It is a pathetic but it is a job.
I believe. Adrian Andrews hired you at one point.
That's right. That was over 20 days ago, if I'm not mistaken.
You sent this calling card to Lord Lee Taylor 10 days before the heist. That would mean you sent out the card after you began your security watch, right?
Indeed. There was no reason why I couldn't do both jobs at once. It was the perfect opportunity to see my latest target.
I see. You truly are evil, aren't you?
Yes, evil is what I am.
Hey, Nick. Isn't there something odd about this? Detective Atmey was always proud of his ace detective skills, right? But if the urn was stolen from Lord Lee Taylor while he was the only one watching it, he'd have no way to maintain his perfect ace detective persona.
You know, that's true. It is kind of odd.
A photograph contains no words, but in this case, one turned out to be my witness.
So by photograph, you mean this piece of evidence here, is that correct?
Indeed it is. That is it! The very thing that proves I committed the crime.
The very thing that proves you committed the crime. When you think about it, it's really odd. You say that almost as if you had this picture taken on purpose. He was simply caught by the very camera that he had set up. You'll have days like that.
Indeed. It turned out that there was no such thing as the perfect crime after all. Life is truly an ironic thing. A sad, blue melody.
Looks like I better gather more information for now. Oh! He took it a day before the actual murder! That's what happened! And that's why the statue got moved, so that it looked like that... Oh! If he's truly the murderer, if he's truly the killer, there's gotta be something phony in that photo.
The time at which the camera captured Master Mask was the same time as the murder.
About the camera that took this photograph.
Oh, come now! It's all too clear what you're thinking.
Huh?
You think I altered the timestamp on the photograph, don't you?
I'm afraid that's impossible. The camera was set up by Lordly Taylor, and on top of that, it's Lordly Taylor's staff that printed the picture's data. Unfortunately for the defense, there's no way that picture could have been altered. I see. Looks like I better find something else that could be suspicious.
So this alibi is false?
It has to be. Or he couldn't have killed Mr. Bullard at the KB security.
But I'm not really spying anything unusual.
There are two possibilities. Either the masked mask in the photo is a fake, or the photo itself is. Dang it. I need to save. I need to save. Look at who was at KB security during the murder. Then the masked mask in this picture has to be a fake.
Then there really was an accomplice.
But right now I have no idea who it was.
I don't have any idea right now either.
Baseless objections are just what the guy wants. There's gotta be another way. I'm going to find it. I know what I'm thinking about, and I know I'm somewhat correct, but I don't know how. Oh! I just realized that there was new dialogue going on. Isn't there something funny about this picture? You bet there is.
Are you implying that this picture is a fake?
You bet I am. There's definitely something strange about this picture. We took a look around the basement warehouse that night before the theft took place. And there's something in the photo that doesn't match my memory of that night. Very well. Let's hear what you have to say. Does this photograph look funny to you? The funny part is right here. Oh, dang it. I had to freaking press on this part. Why, this is a blood stain. Ha! Blood! Now this case is getting interesting. Not exactly. The stain is actually pink paint. Oh, just paint. And peach colored at that. From blood to peaches. The judge sure loves going on his wild tangents. The problem with this photograph is not the paint. The problem is, when you consider the layout of the basement warehouse, it turns out that something that should be there is nowhere to be seen.
Huh?
Very well. Well, Mr. Wright? What is it that's supposed to be in this picture instead of the paint stains? Freaking Atmey Faye's golden statue. The supervisor of the treasure exhibit stated the following.
Well, there's a good reason for that. On the day of the crime around noon, my golden statue just happened to arrive from the mountain training hall. I realized that the statue would be the perfect size for covering up the paint stains. And that's why I put it where you first saw it.
I myself was there the night that the theft took place, and saw the statue in that spot. If this picture was truly taken on that night, then that statue should have been there. But when I was there the day after the theft, that statue with the old bag was sitting in the corner. Perhaps it was somehow pushed there accidentally? Your Honor, the statue is slightly larger than yourself and quite heavy. It would take more than an accidental push to move that distance. Ha. In that case, can you prove it? Can you give us the rhyme and reason as to why that statue was moved that night?
Can you do it, Nick?
Never mind who moved it. The real question is, why did they move it? To match the picture! Well, Mr. Wright, I hope you're prepared with your answer. Now then, who was the one that moved the golden statue on the night of the crime? It was freaking Luke. The one who moved the statue is none other than Luke Atmey.
Come now, Mr. Lawyer. Why you go again on your strange delusions?
Mr. Wright, what basis do you have for your strange delusions? It's very simple. The witness was the only one in the basement warehouse that night.
That isn't very simple. However, why do they want to move a heavy golden statue?
The reason for moving the golden statue. Here's where our battle really begins. Well, Mr. Wright, what reason did the witness have to move that statue? The reason can be found here in this photograph.
Ugh.
Look at me. You pretend to be Masty Mask to create an alibi by showing that you were at Lorley Taylor that night. But this photograph contains a single fatal flaw. If the statue had been there, your lie would be exposed like cheap film at a drugstore. That is why you had to move the statue. Single fatal flaw. Interesting theory. Please enlighten us. Just where in this picture does that exist? And fatal flaw. Dang, I haven't saved in a minute. There's no paint on the box either. Lie. It's Masty Mask. Oh, are you saying that this Masty Mask is a fake? Ha. You know, I really wish you would start acting more responsibly. Huh? The current question is, why was the golden statue moved? So what possible connection could there be with Masty Mask's identity? Oh, buggers. Your face has "oh, buggers" written all over it. That's a penalty for you. Ah, dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Dang it! Blah, 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 blah. Guilty, guilty. Now I need a speed run, because I haven't saved in a minute. Gosh dang you, Judge! One second. Okay. Freaking paint. Where the statue was. The line in this photo is somewhere around here. Jumping to conclusions again. I think you need to take a gander in your local mirror.
As the Yiddish proverb goes, I have truth as a whole lie.
Do I need to do that again? Keep lying like this and you'll be the one on trial. Oh man, now they're calling me a liar. Dang it! I need to do... What did I do wrong? I need to save before I do that. Gosh, dang it! Again! Speedrun again! Dang it! Gosh, freaking dang it, man. Didn't mean to do that. I thought I had it. Does the lie exist? The lie is the time, then. It's gotta be the only other thing. Naturally, the lie in this photo is the timestamp. What do you mean? I'll tell you exactly what I mean. On the night in question, Luke Atmey went to KB Security and murdered Kane Bullard. Therefore, it's obvious. It would have been impossible for him to have been at Lorley Taylor at this time. Ugh. But what does that have to do with the statue being moved? Remember, if you will, Your Honor? When was the statue placed besides the warehouse door? Well, the statue was taken down to the warehouse the day of the crime, and it was placed there in order to cover up the paint. Exactly. Luke Atmey had already decided on the time when he was going to kill the victim. And so, in order to create an alibi for that time, he took this picture days before the murder took place. What the... Of course, the statue hadn't yet been brought down to the basement warehouse yet. So, on the day of the crime, Mr. Atmey must have been quite nervous. As nervous as a long-tailed cat in a rocking chair factory, so to speak. Why? Because something that wasn't supposed to be there had been brought down in place where it wasn't supposed to be. And that is why Luke Atmey had to move the statue on the night of the murder. He did it to make the room match with what he did it to make the he did it to make the room match with the way it had been in his photo. Why can't I say that line? Order! Order! Mr. Atmey, is this true?
One moment, Your Honor. Have you forgotten this?
What's that?
The data from the basement warehouse computer. According to this, camera did indeed go off on the night of the crime.
It's true that the camera had been set up by the Lordly Taylor staff. However, the program used to manage the data was yours. That alone would have allowed you to tamper with the data. Order! Order! Mr. Gatto, what is the meaning of this? Gatto! I warned you. I warned you about making me wait. Now put that coffee down. My 11th cup. I promised to drink no more than 17 during a trial. Which means I'm so good till the last drop. Why do I have a deja vu? I've never played this. Why do I have a deja vu? However, the defense has a very good point. A good point. So what? We are all but travelers on a road of infinite points. What? Again? Why? This is a serious deja vu. When did this happen in my head?
I think he's got his points mixed up with his other points.
So you say this photograph was taken ahead of time, and that the statue was moved in order to make it match. That's a very interesting idea. However, there's one point that can't be denied. Which is... that it's only a possibility. Men that are trapped by the chains of maybe can never reach their dreams. That's very true. No way. Don't fall for that, Your Honor. Hey, Mr. Damask.
Yes.
If there's no funny business in your actions as Master Damask, there should be no problem with you telling us your strategy. So let's hear it. Yes, please provide this court with your testimony about your plan to steal the sacred urn. Sacred urn heist.
First received the request from Lord Taylor about 20 days ago. The urn was placed in a box, and it was then sent to the warehouse. Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime. I knew it was an extremely valuable treasure, so I sent my card 10 days beforehand.
It's not, though.
I then handled security by myself to ensure that my crime would go smoothly. At last, I held the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 AM on October 12th.
That's pretty much all stuff we've heard before, isn't it?
Yeah. We'll find the truth hidden in the nuggets of new information he gave. Witness, you sure there are no mistakes this time?
Survival!
Very well then. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Sacred urn heist.
I first received a request from Lord Taylor.
You were asked to guard the urn by a Miss Adrian Powers. It's like... Adrian Powers? Adrian Andrews, is that right?
Indeed. It said that they had heard of my sparkling reputation.
I see Miss Andrews is still attracting the weirdos. You better watch out too, Mia.
2 weeks ago. The urn was placed in the box, and the vial was sent to the warehouse.
You mean this box?
Yes, that pathetic box. Lady Andrews was especially taken with that urn, and she wouldn't let anyone enter the storeroom, not even me.
Huh, interesting new tidbit.
Hence, I was actually unable to see the urn for myself until the day of the crime.
So you're sure that you had never seen the urn before?
Indeed. Even asked Lady Andrews to confirm for yourself. My security was focused entirely on the entrance to that warehouse. However, look at me! Like no information whatsoever slipped through my fingers.
Well, you let one thing slip.
There was an extremely valuable treasure sourced into my card 10 days beforehand.
You mean this calling card?
That's right! It was, without a doubt, my calling card!
I guess Mr. Delight didn't make this after all.
Of course. Because Atmey knew about the emblem. Making this card authentic would have been child's play for him.
I then handled security by myself to ensure my crime would go smoothly.
Then, no one entered the basement warehouse?
Unfortunately, there were many different treasures being taken there. Thus, for a period of approximately 5 days, people were indeed going in and out of the warehouse. At last, I had the urn in my hands for the first time at 1 AM on October 12th!
October 12th. And this is the photo that proves that, huh?
Indeed. To be honest, even if the photo was taken, I didn't think it would matter terribly much.
Hey, Nick. If this photo is a fake, Detective Atmey might have stolen the urn whenever this was taken.
That's true. You know, he's been saying that he never saw the urn until that night. If he can prove that he's lying there, we can wrap this up and put a bow on it. We need to take a good hard look at the court record.
Not a lot to go on, is there?
The detective's been covering his tracks. There's only one thing we need to prove in this cross-examination. That he took this photo well before the actual night of the crime.
Alright then. How do we do that?
There's one thing that Atmey said very clearly. That he had never seen the urn before he stole it.
We need to prove that he was lying.
Nope, that was wrong. Wait a second. Security at Lordy Taylor. I will be coming to promoting the most priceless speckled urn, won't you? Okay, found it. Mr. Atmey, if you really are Masty Mask, then you also wrote this calling card, correct?
But of course.
Is there a problem with that calling card? Allow me to read a passage from the calling card that Masty Mask had written. Take good care of the speckled urn. Now, the speckled here surely refers to this pink pattern on the sacred urn. Yes, that is true. But so what? Truth be told, there's no way that Masty Mask could have known about this pattern.
What do you mean?
This pink, spotted pattern on this urn is actually nothing more than paint stains. Paint stains. And these stains did not appear until after the urn had already been taken to Lordly Taylor. I'm not finding this joke to be very funny, Mr. Wright. The day that the sacred urn was taken to the warehouse, the urn was broken due to human error, or should I say an error-prone human. And that's when the pink paint got on the urn. You can't be serious. And yet this calling card clearly mentions the paint pattern. Which means Detective Atmey had seen this urn long before the crime ever took place. In fact, he saw it when this fake photo was taken. And because this photo is a fake, your alibi for the night of the murder no longer holds water. Witness, do you have anything to say for yourself?
All
Alright, that did it. He's broken.
Nick, I think it's still a little too early for a victory pose.
Huh? Oh, hi. Gonna throw that at me again? Ah. It's so sad. No one has any conviction these days. Conviction, you say? Yesterday, we all decided anonymously that this man was Masty Mask. And now, we're calling him a murderer. You don't think we're being a tad fickle? That's a good point. No way. Don't fall for that too, Your Honor. You say that Luke Atmey was the one who killed Kane Bullard. Then let me ask you this. Why would he do that?
An excellent point. Motive, Mr. Wright. Motive. Not sure my very murderous motive manifests.
Nick, he's getting a second win.
If he prepared an alibi and pinned his crime on Rondi Light, as you say, he must have had a very strong motive for murder. The only one with any motive we've seen is Rondi Light. Isn't that right, Detective?
Indeed. According to my own research, the boy's motive is clear.
Without a motive, it's nearly impossible to prove guilt in a murder case. Now then, maybe you can enlighten us as to what the defendant's motives were.
It'd be an honor to, Sir Old-Timer.
They're going to do everything they can to make Ron look suspicious, despite our lack of hard information. This may be our only chance. Motive for murder.
Oh, get me. Had no points of contact with the victim whatsoever. Kane Bullard decided to investigate Master Mask and simply mistook who he was. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron Delight. It was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight for his betrayal. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendants truly believe he is Master Mask. That is why Mr. Delight sought fit to kill King Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
No, he knew it was you. So the victim, Kane Bullard, blackmailed the defendant. This is the blackmail letter found in the pendants. This is the blackmail letter found in the defendant's apartment. A handwriting test confirms that Mr. Bullard was indeed the one who wrote the letter. What? Blackmail letter update in court record. Very well, Mr. Wright. Begin your cross-examination. Motive for murder. And who in the world is going to prove that? I will. After doing a thorough background check on Detective Atmey and Kane Bullard, we were unable to find any links between them. It's all in the report. Perhaps they were connected through their work. We were both involved in security. Nope. That was blunt.
In any case, the one with the motive was Mr. Delight. King Bullard decided to investigate the mask and simply mistook who he was.
Mistook?
That's right, mistook. From the old Lord's mistaka, meaning to take an error.
That wasn't what I meant. Just who did the victim mistake Master Mass to be?
Why, the answer is obvious. Randy Blunt, of course.
Boy, I'd like to wipe that smug look off this guy's face. That's harder. Why would the victim mistake the defendant for Masty Mask?
Don't you already know that? Zavali! Take a look at this newspaper.
Oh, that's the famous Tear of Emanon. A magnificent jewel.
That photo shows a magnificent detective as well, does it not? Furthermore, it also shows an ugly guard. Namely, the defendant.
The defendant?
The victim fully misread the article and Zavali! You got the wrong impression. The impression that this ugly security guard was in fact a Master Mask.
I see.
That was an unusually reasonable deduction. It was Mr. Bullard who wrote the blackmail letter and sent it to Ron the lot.
You mean this blackmail letter right here? It says, bring $50,000. And the handwriting is without a doubt the victim's? There's no mistake. We have an official report to prove it. But I don't see an addressee on this letter anywhere.
Addressee.
This letter was discovered in Ron Delight's apartment. And Mr. Delight did show up at the designated place and time. The fact that there is no address is irrelevant. I wonder,
What's up, Nick?
I just had a thought. What if that blackmail letter wasn't meant for Mr. Delight?
Oh, do you have any evidence of that?
For some reason, I just can't shake the feeling that there's something not quite right about this blackmail letter.
Well, everyone, I'm quite satisfied. It was again Mr. Bullard who harbored a grudge against Mr. Delight's for his betrayal.
What do you mean by that?
Oh my, I was certain you were already aware. Zavali!
KB Security has a lot of security info in all sorts of companies. And since I was a security team chief, they stole data from companies. From the company. They stole it from the company!
King Bullard had yet to forgive young Master Delight. Young Master, Mister, not Master. Where did Master come from? Which is why he sent him that letter upon mistakenly believing he was the thief.
Here was a file that we discovered in Mr. Bullard's office. Evidence that Mr. Bullard was receiving money through blackmail. However, isn't this a bit odd? Why did the defendant pay Mr. Bullard the money, even though he wasn't actually Musty Mask?
On that point, there was an unfortunate bit of chance. Mr. Bullard's mistake is quite excusable. The defendant truly believed he was Master Mask.
Do you really think that story is going to hold up?
Maceration is not merely my own, I'm afraid.
What do you mean? I have here a memo from Ron Delight's wife, Desiree Delight. Ronnie thinks he's Masty Mask. Don't you feel sorry for him? Please, don't think too badly of him. Ha. Well, Mr. Trite. Was he trying to act like Miss Delight just now? Was he? I didn't do it.
I thought it was actually pretty convincing.
He wasn't acting at all. I didn't realize that's what he was doing. I thought he was just reading it.
That is why Mr. Delight saw fit to kill King Bullard. Truly a tragedy.
Now that's just your imagination talking.
Come now, Sir Lawyer. I'm afraid imagination isn't the right word for this. This is a deduction. The result of carefully applied reasoning.
Can we hear the careful reasoning for ourselves?
It's a long story, and better so for another time.
Very well. Another time. Those so-called long stories aren't usually all that long. At least, not in my experience.
So you're going to try to connect Detective Atmey to Mr. Bullard, right?
Yeah, that's right. Hopefully it won't require surgery either.
In that case, you have to talk about the blackmail.
That's true. Was this blackmail letter really intended for Ron? No, it wasn't. It was intended for him.
Since we don't have enough information, we should press him for more testimony.
Maybe I'll be able to shake some contradictions loose that way. Here we go. Mind if I ask you a few questions, Detective Atmey?
Well, if it's just a few, I guess it's alright.
When you said that this letter was addressed to Ron Delight, I couldn't help but notice one major contradiction.
Contradiction?
I don't know where a walking contradiction like you gets off saying things like that. You want to talk? At times like these, men are made to express themselves with their fists. Why don't you show us what you've got there, Junior? How old are you? Indeed. Time to man up, Miss Wright. Show us the contradicting evidence in the contents of the blackmail letter. Huh. A little 2-1 punch like that wouldn't even faze me. I think you mean 1-2 punch. Mr. Wright. Try thinking things through a little more before finding fault with others. Ouch. Sure felt that punch, Your Honor. Anyway, let's try reading the blackmail letter one more time. There's gotta be something off about it somewhere. Very well then, witness. Please proceed with your testimony.
I know it's that. I know.
Yeah, that's still not it. I'm trying to figure out how to pin the blackmail letter on this guy instead of Ron. Read through the evidence again? I have. This is a current exhibit poster, not relevant at the moment. That's not relevant at the moment. 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 Relevant because it's the blackmail letter and it says, if you don't, I'll take the red diamond you received the other day instead. And he himself had said, oh, I received this red diamond the other day. It was a losers treasure after I returned a stolen item. That's not relevant. That's not relevant. That's not relevant. Not relevant. Not relevant. Not relevant. Not relevant. Somewhat relevant. Because it lists all the stuff that was stolen. But then that's not relevant. But then this is relevant. Talking about how Ron was receiving blackmail letters. And everything else is irrelevant. I only have 3 pieces of evidence that are even close to relevant. But I can't figure out which one or what I'm supposed to be doing. If it's something that... It doesn't make sense. Okay. So we're trying to figure... We're talking about the blackmail letter right now. That's what we're talking about. We're talking about the blackmail letter, and we're trying to prove that it's not addressed to Ron, it's supposed to be addressed to someone else. This is just a treasure exhibit poster. Not relevant. This is a golden statue that we've already discussed and is not relevant at the moment. This is not relevant because it's just a calling card that we've already discussed about. This is not relevant because we literally were talking about how the camera data was being used. We haven't even talked about the murder weapon yet, so we're not talking about this. This is not relevant. This is not relevant because we've already talked about the security camera photo being a fake. This is irrelevant. This one is relevant because it's the blackmail letter that we're all talking about. But I can't figure out what I'm supposed to be doing in order for it to be proven that this is what I'm talking about. And then with Ron's wallet, not relevant, because we've already discussed that this is what proves that he was there on the night of the so-called crime, even though it didn't happen that night. This is not relevant because we all know he used that key to get into the CEO's office. This is not relevant because it's just a publicity photo of the freaking Masty Mask. That's not relevant at all. This isn't relevant because it's the freaking brooch of Masty Mask that fell off, and it has nothing to do with the blackmail letter. That has nothing to do with the blackmail letter, even though freaking Kane is dead. That is not the point we're focusing on right now. This isn't something we're focusing on right now either. Could be. And then this is not relevant at all. We've already discussed this. This is somewhat relevant because it lists all the stuff that freaking he stole and everything. And then this is not relevant. We've already discussed it. This is somewhat relevant because it's the blackmail letters and talking about the blackmail letters that Ron had received beforehand that gave him specific instructions of what to steal and how to steal it. And this is not relevant at the moment. We've already discussed this about how he didn't find it. This is not relevant, and this is not relevant. There is nothing I'm missing, and yet I'm missing something. That was wrong. What? Okay, I didn't understand what you were talking about. Evidence in the blackmail letter. There we go. Okay, thank you. That took me a minute. Thank you, though. Take a good look at this newspaper clipping. It contains a picture of the Tear of Emanon, the stolen jewel. What about it? The problem is this jewel's color. Color. I'm not much for discussing color myself. According to the clipping, the color of the stolen jewel was blue. However, in the blackmail letter, a totally different... There's a mosquito in here. Go away. A totally different jewel is mentioned. I'll take that red diamond you received the other day. Red. Which means the red diamond described in the blackmail letter is not the Tear of Emanon that Masty Mask stole at all. Nobody was talking about that being the Tear of Emanon. And your point is, Mr. Wright. So you are trying to say that this blackmail letter was intended for someone else. That is what you're trying to say, right, Wright? That is what you're trying to say, right, Mr. Wright? Well, that is what you're trying to say, right, Nick? Yes. This is who Kane Bullard was actually blackmailing. Gosh dang. I knew I had the right pieces of evidence, I just wasn't doing it right. Thank you! Naturally, it was you, Detective Atmey. Well, you have some sort of basis for that claim? You have been personally involved in every single Masty Mask case. And in the last case, you recovered what was stolen and received a jewel as your reward. A jewel. Probably the one wrapped conspicuously around your finger. The red diamond ring. Oh. That is the diamond referred to in the letter. Which means that Kane Bullard wrote that letter in order to blackmail you. Order. Order in the court. Order, I say. It seems you've gone too far with your childish pranks, Mr. Wright. Uh-oh. I don't like the way he said that. Kane Bullard blackmailing Luke Atmey. Are you for real? Yes, I am.
Nick, come on, stand up to him.
Then answer me this. The blackmail letter contains the following passage. You don't want your identity revealed to the world. Yes, it certainly does. Kane Bullard threatened to make Luke Atmey's identity public knowledge. An identity he wanted to keep a secret. So just what was that identity? Fraud. Atmey killed Kane Bullard because he was afraid of the secret becoming known. What was the identity he wanted to keep secret?
This is what it all comes down to, Nick.
The identity that Luke Atmey wanted so desperately to keep secret was his identity as a blackmailer. Luke Atmey was a blackmailer. Hey now, isn't that a little different from what you've been saying? You said that King Bullard was the one blackmailing Luke Atmey. Are you saying that Atmey was blackmailing someone else on top of that?
You have to admit, that does sound a little odd.
It's not odd. It's the only thing that makes any sense. King Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey. But Rhonda Light was also being blackmailed by a certain someone. So, did you start receiving blackmail letters after this incident?
Yes, just a few days after the Tear of Ebonone heist. After that, I started getting the plans in the mail. I received plans from some very kind person. Incredibly detailed plans.
Detailed plans? In which case, that would mean that Rhonda Light was actually Mousy Mask. That's what we are claiming. Someone else came up with the plans and had Mr. Delight steal his targets for him. And that someone was none other than Luke Atmey.
Shh! Silence! Now I see. It's all becoming clear.
What is?
When you were in grade school, we received the same report card every year. Careless with a tendency to jump to conclusions. Am I wrong?
How did you...
You said that Al, Luke Atmey, was blackmailing Rhonda Light. In which case, I would naturally know all about his relation to Master Mask.
Well, yes.
Rhonda Light started receiving plans from his second crime onward, correct? Which means I learned of his identity when he committed his first crime.
Good point. You certainly couldn't have blackmailed him otherwise. What cup is that? How many cups do you have now? You said you only do 17. And 17 is already a lot of caffeine. You're gonna die soon, man. In that case, let's see some hot, bitter evidence. During the first crime, how did Luke Atmey know what Rhonda Light was Mousy Mask? Newspaper clipping. He was there. I think I see it.
So what?
When you were in grade school, you received the same report card every year. Gets into lots of mischief, trying to be the center of attention.
What do you mean?
This newspaper clipping. It has a picture of you and Rhonda Light in his guard uniform. It seems that Mousy Mask didn't just disappear into thin air. He just took off his outfit and hid it in a bucket. That sounds far too stupid to be true. Correct. With tricks like that, he couldn't fool a baby, let alone an ace detective. And that's when you figured it out, Mr. Atmey. That's when you learned that under his mask, Mousy Mask was really Rhonda Light. What the? Wasn't he supposed to be Mousy Mask? No, that. It looks like he wasn't even an ace detective.
I can't believe it. He was just a slimy blackmailer.
What a fraud! Trying to pass himself off as an ace detective!
How dare you expose me like that? I mean, I've never blackmailed anyone in my life. I'm a famous and proud detective, and so... Don't you understand that?
I'm afraid you are neither a proud thief nor an ace detective. You're a blackmailer and a murderer. That is your true identity.
Do you even dare to imply yours this face with those the detective cannot be handled blackmail. It's enough to make
It would seem we finally arrived at the real answer.
That was quite an informative performance by Mr. Atmey.
Bailiff, please prepare a cell for Mr. Atmey. Oh, you gonna bring out the murder weapon? I have it right here! She tried to kill me
with it.
Can I have you arrested for assault, Maya, please?
The hammer that strikes too fast has no time to aim. Well, what do you mean? I'm already prepared to deliver my ruling. Allow me to say one thing. I will be the one to judge.
You don't get much more in your face than that.
It appears that your claws weren't quite sharp enough, Mr. Wright. What do you... It's true that you've proven a lot of things. Things like Atmey was a filthy blackmailer, and that he wasn't at Lordly Taylor the night of the murder.
That's right. That's why he's the one who killed Mr. Bull.
But there's still one thing you have not yet to prove. What's that? Just because he wasn't at the warehouse doesn't mean he was at the murder scene. Therefore, if you can't prove that this pitiful excuse for a man was at KB security, then I don't see how a verdict can be delivered.
No. No way!
Order. Order in the court. Well, Mr. Wright?
This is it. This is the final round. I've got to prove that Atmey was at Mr. Bullard's office on that night. But can you really prove that?
That's long enough, Mr. Wright. I want to hear your answer.
That night, Luke Atmey was at KB security. And the defense... I'm saving. And the defense can save. And the defense can save. Can prove it. The defense can prove it. With evidence.
Are you sure? Don't you worry. I'll watch over you as you break down and fall to pieces. Very well then. Let's see this proof. Proof that Luke Atmey was at KB security that night.
Proof that he was there that night. This is the proof.
It's true. This is very important. However, I'm not so foolish to think that this will pass for evidence here. Mr. Wright, it's time you learn the true flavor of life.
Throw it at me again!
The flavor of my special Gado blend number 49. Well, Mr. Wright.
It's bitter. Very bitter. Come on, Nick! Don't give up now! What do I do? If I make a mistake here, it's all over. Proof of evidence.
Hey, don't you throw that at me! I'm leaving before you can! I'm reloading! It never happened! You did not throw that coffee!
Throws at me anyway. I feel like I can prove it. That's not the proof. That's not the proof. You're not throwing coffee at me. I'm leaving before you can. That's not the proof, is it? Okay. Can't prove it. I can't prove it.
Just as I thought.
But if we hear more of Detective Atmey's testimony.
Unfortunately, that's as far as you go, Mr. Wright.
What do you mean?
I won't allow for any more testimony. That's what I mean.
What?
Have you forgotten? Luke Atmey is here after we interrupted his own trial. And you have failed to prove that he committed the murder. I think it's time for this witness to return to his own trial and face his guilty verdict as Mass Demask.
No.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, so that love wins out in the end after all. I'm the ace detective as well as Master Mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron Deluxe will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my ace detectiveness.
Order. Order in the court. It's enough deliberation for this witness.
I can't believe this. This ain't Rana's. Don't give up now, Nick. We still have tomorrow. We can look for more evidence and by then, it'll be too late. Huh? Why?
Double jeopardy. One of the basic rules of any court of law.
Double jeopardy?
Should a defendant be tried and found guilty in court, the defendant cannot be tried again for the same crime. That is a fundamental rule of all courts. It applies to this witness as much as it applies to anyone else. Mr. Atmey will be found guilty in a matter of minutes. Guilty as mask to mask. Which means he will be innocent as far as the murder of Kane Bullard is concerned.
No way!
The fact that you were unable to prove Mr. Atmey's guilt of that crime here means that he will never again be tried as Kane Bullard's murderer.
What?
Now there's nothing I can possibly do to win. Even if Ron is proclaimed to be innocent, the real killer, Luke Atmey, will go free.
Wait a second. I don't have to prove that he's the murderer. It's not my job to prove that.
You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today. As long as there is no more testimony, I'm afraid I have to declare that there will be no further questioning of this witness. Are there any objections? Then I hereby end the cross-examination of Luke Atmey.
Objection? I think I see it. Your Honor, when you were a child, this is what was on your report card every year. Has poor hearing and often makes mistakes as a result.
How did you know?
Phoenix, raise your head up high. Have you forgotten what I used to tell you? A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets.
Figured it was you, Mia. That voice. No way.
Yay, you're actually possessing a grown adult and not a child anymore! Thank goodness!
Long time no see, Phoenix.
Mia! This is the true power of the Korean channeling technique. I know that it's really Maya who's standing before me. But right now, she's my mentor. Mia Fey. Mia saving it again, yep.
Now, let's do this.
But there's nothing more we can do, Mia. Without any more testimony, I can't cross-examine.
Not yet. The testimony is not yet over. Is not over yet.
What do you mean?
Your Honor, just now you said something very interesting. You have cross-examined every statement the witness has made here today.
Yes, that's true, but
unfortunately, Your Honor, you're forgetting something. Earlier, after the last cross-examination, the witness made a number of remarks.
Well now, Sir Lawyer, it seems that love runs out in the end after all. I am a detective as well as mask to mask. My verdict will verify that. Just as Ron delights will verify that he is the true murderer. I declare that with the full force of my oath detectiveness.
Yes, but these comments appeared to have no importance whatsoever.
Very well. Then we shall prove their importance via cross-examination. At any rate, as long as the witness has made these remarks, we, the defense, assert our right to question them. Is that alright with you, prosecutor?
Is something the matter, Mr. Gatto? Nothing.
Oh, Sir Lawyer, looks like you're one step too late. If you think such falsehoods will do anything at me, look at...
Let's hear it. Huh? It's true that the witness had made some remarks. So then, let's hear this last bit of cross-examination.
Mr. Gatto, what are you...
Very well then. Mr. Luke Atmey. I'm going to allow the defense to cross-examine your earlier remarks.
The defense would like to hear why you declare the defendant to be the true murderer.
So please, give us one last bit of testimony.
Phoenix, this is it. This is our absolute last chance.
Yes, Chief. The last testimony.
Indeed. It is true that I was not at Lord Taylor. I had to leave to see about another vitally important job request. I had known the date beforehand, so I had this photograph ready. My brilliant deduction was informed me that the true culprit was Ron Beaumont. And thanks to the keycard and wallet, I was abundantly clear that he was there. It was also able to make a deduction from the buzzer, which only sounded once. The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Well, the victim would have left prints if he sounded it, which means the killer sounded it. Mr. Delant was wearing his nasty mask outfit, which is why he left no prints. In the blackmail matter, the victim likely just mistook the killer of the jewelry. Severely! Therefore, all the evidence points to that poor boy.
No, it all points to you, really? Especially since you just glinted. The testimony actually seems to hold up pretty well. The witness' earlier remarks do not appear to have been hastily prepared. All of his points have been explained, and none of them seem to contradict anything.
But of course.
But, how did you know about the emergency buzzer?
These investigation documents went directly through me. I always look over all the documents. It's elementary, Sir Lawyer.
Are you going to make even more trouble for us now, Sir Lawyer? I will not allow any of your usual shenanigans, Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor. You cannot postpone Luke Atmey's trial any longer. This is your last chance. Hang on a sec. Just one chance? It seems that the party's about to begin.
Well, Phoenix, there isn't any evidence that contradicts with the testimony. So it would seem.
What do you mean, so it would seem?
Listen, Phoenix, pointing out contradictions doesn't always mean you have to present evidence, does it? At any rate, this is our last chance. If you can't point out a case-breaking contradiction, you lose. That's all there is to it.
Cup number 17. The last cup. It seems that the time has come to put an end to this trial. I have to find a fatal contradiction in this testimony. And you point it out without presenting evidence. Which means all I can do is find the contradictory remark and press it.
Remember, you only get one chance.
Oh, does that mean I can't press on every piece? I have to... Oh. Very well then, Mr. Wright. Please begin your final cross-examination.
I can only press on the one that's contradictory.
Well, why did he? Mr. Atmey, about this last remark. Oh, was that the wrong one? You still don't get it, do you, Wright? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement.
What?
I said this before. There's still one thing you haven't proven. That this scum was in Kane Bullard's office that night. And now...
Oh, well, he's chucking it!
Mr. Wright, I will hold you to your end of the bargain. Oh no. Okay, I did the wrong one. I'm not very smart. I thought it was that one. I'm sorry, I thought it was that one too. I'm not trying to press everything, but it's in the... I thought that was it. How did you know this? How did you know that? Mr. Atmey, about this last remark... What? But how did you know? Oh, there we go. Oh. Okay, 1 second. I found it. I thought I was gonna go through the same thing again where he chugs his coffee. Okay, let me go back so that I can actually read that. But how did you know he was in his outfit? That's the question. Mr. Atmey, about this last remark. You still don't get it, do you, Wright? This isn't the time to be pressing the witness on every little statement.
I'm afraid you're the one who still doesn't get it, Mr. Gatto. Yeah, I figured it out. I figured it out at the end. After I pressed every other thing that seemed suspicious to me. But then I was like, wait a second. How did he know he was wearing the costume to begin with?
What?
Mr. Atmey, it seems you have finally admitted that you were in the CEO's office on the night of the murder. How can you say that? Let's review your testimony, shall we, Mr. Atmey? The button did not have any fingerprints on it. Why? Mr. Delight was wearing his nasty mask outfit. Is that correct? Indeed. That's what I said. My deductions are absolutely foolproof. More like your deductions prove that you're a fool. I'm sorry. Whatever do you mean?
For some reason, I'm starting to get really thirsty.
When exactly did we learn the fact that Ron Delight was dressed as Master Mask when he went to the scene of the crime?
That was, it was just a few hours ago. Back when my sixth cup was looking at me with a cold stare.
Huh? Oh, did I forget to mention it before? I'm sorry. I just never had a chance to mention it until now. That's right. The defendant had yet to tell anyone else this fact before this morning. Therefore, the only people who should have known about this are those who have been watching this trial. Do you understand now, Detective Atmey? There is no way that you should have known about that. Huh? You were in the next courtroom, being tried as Nasty Mask. So then, enlighten us. Just how did you know about that piece of information? Well...
Come on. This detective must have known about it. He probably had plenty of chances to find out beforehand.
And it's those chances that I want to discuss next. That night, Mr. Delight was wearing the Nasty Mask outfit. There is one and only one way for Detective Atmey to have found that out.
Only one. One way, you say?
Please recall, if you will, Mr. Delight's testimony. When I entered the office, there was a suspicious shadow there. For a second, my client witnessed the real killer.
Mr. Delight never saw his attacker, so there's no way to tell whether or not the real killer was Luke Atmey.
It's with that statement that I'll turn this case on its head.
Just what are you implying?
Mr. Delight saw the real killer, correct? Now, if you turn the statement around, it stands to reason that the real killer had also seen Ron Delight.
Impossible.
Hello. Oh, hi. How are you? Fake Usa. Detective Atmey, you saw Master Mask at the murder scene that night. You saw him when you killed Kane Bullard and assaulted Ron Delight. That was the only way you could have known what Ron was wearing. Why is the courtroom shaking? What's happening? Is it you? Are you causing this? Are you causing this? What are you doing? As far as to create one by myself. Tragic.
That's the same line he gave yesterday.
But I think there's a little more meaning behind it this time. Every time I go into a laugh.
What an awfully complicated incident. Kane Bullard was blackmailing Luke Atmey, who was in turn blackmailing Ron Delight, and upon killing his blackmailer, Luke Atmey tried to frame Ron Delight. He then claimed to be guilty as Master Mask in order to escape his true crime. And to that end, he came up with this plan. To use the double jeopardy rule when making his alibi. At any rate, it would seem we finally found the truth.
Excuse me?
I came personally close to besmirching the record of an innocent young man. Besmirching him with the title of murderer.
Don't ignore me!
Oh, I didn't realize you were there. Why wouldn't he be?
About the verdict.
I know. You never committed any murder.
That's right. I'm so glad you understand that. But, I really...
Huh?
So, after that trial yesterday, I'm innocent now, right? What was it you said? Double jeopardy?
Now that you mention it, I've been careless. Careless? What do you think, Mia?
As the defendant says, the rule of double jeopardy is absolute. A defendant can never be tried twice for a crime in which he was once found innocent.
Then, Master Mask is really innocent?
It would seem so. For now.
But for now... Now then, this court finds the defendant not guilty.
Confetti!
Gumshoe's here! Gumshoe?
Boy, this is really lucky. Wait, alright. This isn't so good after all. You see, the thing is, I really am Master Mother after all.
October 14th, 3:35 p.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 4.
You did it, Phoenix.
Thanks, Mia. It's been a long time, hasn't it?
Yeah, it's because Mia doesn't call on me much these days.
Oh?
I'm just joking, Phoenix. Don't take everything so seriously. On the other hand, Mia, she seems kind of torn these days.
Yeah, she should be. I want her to leave me, but she refuses. You mean about becoming the master of the Korean channeling school?
Becoming the master and saying goodbye to her mother.
Misty Faye, right?
And watch over her. Will you, Phoenix?
It's a very interesting case, and it definitely had a twist I wasn't expecting, where the thief actually ended up being a murderer. It was trying to take the role of a thief so that he wouldn't be convicted of murder. Of course.
Well then, see you around.
So now Ron's just wandering around. Mia.
Mr. Wright. I don't know what to say.
Congratulations, Mr. Delight.
Thank you so much. No, wait. Nothing really matters anymore, though. Now that all the...
Come on! Just be happy already!
Mia.
You've been cleared of the murder charges and got off as the mask to boot.
But, in exchange, I lost everything.
Huh? What do you mean?
Stealing security information from KB Security. Becoming Nasty Mask. I did it all for one reason. For her.
You mean your wife, Desiree?
She hates criminals more than anything.
Come to think of it, she was once held hostage by some robbers, wasn't she?
She always said how she hates seeking criminals. I knew that, but once I got fired from KB Security and lost all the money I had, she wouldn't have any reason to stay with me. I thought she would leave me for sure.
So that's why you became Master Mask.
Yes, but it's all over now. A broken bowl can never be put back together.
That's not true. Right, Nick?
Right.
Really? Can we go back to the way things were?
You'll be fine. And Nick can prove it.
I can. I kind of wish you would check with me first. Mr. Delight, even if the bowl is broken, there's always a way to put it back together. What am I trying to prove? What am I proving then? Sacred urn. The sacred urn. The sacred urn? Desi was the one who found this. Desiree, your wife. She always believed in you, Ron. And that's why you'll be fine. You don't have to worry about anything.
There you are.
Miss the Light.
You did it, Ronnie. You're innocent. I'm so happy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. But, I suppose you don't want anything more to do with me, do you?
Ronnie, why didn't you talk to me about what was going on? I had no idea you quit KB Security. I never imagined that you were really Masty Mask either. Mr. Light, what are you going to do now that you know? You're not going to really leave him, are you? Come on. It's obvious, isn't it? How could I ever let a wonderful man like him get away? After all, my bike's really fast. So fast that there's no way he could ever get away.
But didn't you say that you hated criminals?
Oh, I only hate people who act all cowardly and sneaky. Like that detective.
I see.
My Ronnie went and declared his crimes before he committed them. Like a man. I just love a man who's so chivalrous. Chivalrous. I knew I was right about you. Every day I spend with you is filled with thrills and excitement.
Desi! Desiree, you really do love Ron, don't you?
Nicky boy.
Yes?
I'm really glad I asked you to defend my Ronnie. Thank you so much. I'll never forget what you've done for us.
Oh, well, take care of yourself.
You too, Nicky boy.
Yup. I can't feel my face. I can feel my face going red.
Mr. Nick! Mystic Mania! Congratulations!
When did you get here? Who brought you here? Did you ride the train or did you walk again? Talk about bad timing.
Mr. Nick! How come you? Oh, nothing that's right? Mystic Mania! No! I'll never forgive you! Never, ever! Pearl!
I'm not doing anything! I'm talking with her! That doesn't mean I have relations! What the frick are you talking about? What? So just as the case came to a close, so too did my consciousness. She's not... Ron said a broken bowl can never be put back together. I know that's not true. I mean, just look. Here's a perfect example of one that was put back together even better than before. Covered in paint. Not gonna try to clean the paint off, okay? Just accept the paint. The paint is now part of the vase. What the frick? Why are you in a maid outfit? What are you doing? Who's the laser eye guy? Who is that? Who is that? Why are you in a freaking maid outfit, though, freaking Maya? What the heck? Recipe for turnabout. It's an orange one, too. Why is it gotta be a freaking obnoxious color like that? I'm okay with orange, but if it's like the main themed color of someone's clothes, it's too much, man. I mean, that's the entire... What am I doing dealings with the cybernetic dude, though? What is that? What is going on there? But that's the entire... What? The Aquaman movie was ruined because of the freaking neon orange suit they put him in. You can't blame me for not liking orange. I'm looking forward to my voice acting? What do you mean? What am I voicing in this? We're going in. We're gonna go in. It's only been about 3 hours. We're gonna go in now. We're gonna do a little bit. You will see soon enough. I will? That's enough. This court sees no reason to further prolong the trial. This case is extremely clear. I see no room for It wasn't me. I swear it wasn't me! The evidence and testimony we have seen and heard are conclusive. The victim was alone at his table when he drank from that cup. No! You're wrong! I know what I saw! I saw... What? Who saw now? What is going on? Hello? Is this me? I saw someone else there! A man! He's the real killer! Is that me? Putting my hand in a coffee cup. Sugar? Sugar or drugs? Probably drugs. I'm drugging someone's coffee. It's a very cutesy looking cup. Why won't anyone believe me? Wow. Well, that's pretty much Mr. Wright. What's going on? This court finds the defendant guilty. Who is finding guilty? Who's there? This court is adjourned. Who am I finding guilty? What's going on? What just happened? January 6th, 10:03 a.m. Wright & Co. offices.
The start of the new year always makes me feel like I can take on the whole world.
I bet it does, Maya.
So, I decided that our resolution should be... Zavari! Take on the world! What do you think?
Don't use Zavari. Sure, whatever, Maya. I think maybe you've had more than enough mistletoe cake. Mistletoe cake?
Never! You gotta eat a lot of cake during New Year's. It's practically a tradition. What? I've never heard that. Like watching the fireworks on TV or playing a board game.
Hey, Bill! Huh? What? Hi. Detective Gumshoe.
Happy New Year, Detective!
Likewise. Now listen up, right? I wanna...
Here's to another fruitful year of lawyer-police cooperation.
Yeah, me too. Alright, Bill, you got some explaining to.
Have you got a holiday present for me, Detective?
What? Well, here, have this. It's nothing much, but...
Yay! Thanks!
Look, Bill, we need to have a talk. Take a seat!
Hey! What about Pearlie? You haven't forgotten her present, have you?
No. I mean, yes. I mean, no. Are you doing this on purpose?
Guess I'm busted. How did you like my first practical joke of the year?
Very funny, pal. Now let's see how funny you think it is when I show you this. What is it? A magazine?
Hey, I want to see. Deadly poisoning brings guilty verdict. Defense attorney Wright trounced. What?
Trounced? Let me see that. The defense attorney gave an almost childishly amateur performance yesterday. What the heck is this? It's a report, Bill, about you.
Listen to this. Mr. Wright must take full responsibility for the ruling in this case.
Well, don't tell me you don't remember anything about it. But I don't remember anything about it. When was that issue from anyway? December of last year, which I guess makes it last month.
Which makes it old news, you mean?
But I wasn't involved in a poisoning case in December. Is there an impersonator? Is someone impersonating me?
So what do you think this is all about, Nick?
If it wasn't you, pal, then that leaves only one possibility.
No way. You don't mean...
A phony
Nick?
This must be Gumshoe's idea of a joke. Guess he's starting off the new year with one too. Magazine flipping added to the court record. This trounced my client was found guilty. So, what are you gonna do about it, Bill? What do you mean? What am I going to do What do you mean, what am I going to do about it?
Well, it's your fault that the judge found the defendant guilty in this case. No, it's not! I didn't even remember this case! There was no poisoning case! The only poisoning case that was relevant was the one where I was the victim! Well, no, I was not the victim. I was the defendant in the last poisoning case I did. What are you talking about?
My fault? How do you figure that?
Because the Phoenix Wright is super famous now. Well, maybe only sort of.
Yeah, and what happens when you hotshots start getting too full of yourselves? But I didn't do anything wrong. At least, not that I can remember. You better make this right, Bill. Now! And that means taking the case back to court, got it?
Sounds like we've got our first case of the new year. Let's tackle it with gusto.
I don't know. The judge already issued a guilty verdict once in this case. It's not going to be easy to get overturned.
I guess the New Year's resolution is going to have to wait until next year.
So you're taking the case, right? Good! I'm gonna head over to the courthouse then. After that, I'll go back to the precinct. Drop by if you need something, okay, pal?
I don't remember anything. Suddenly the judge was there, and Payne was there, and then I was there. I don't remember being there. Talking about poisoning? I don't remember no poisoning.
I guess people are starting to know the name Phoenix Wright. The client entrusted the case to me based on my reputation. Guess I kind of am. I'm kind of responsible. But why would someone want to impersonate me? What sort of guy would do that? Oh, hi. Why are we staring at each other? Where's Pearly? Where's Pearls? Where's Pearl?
Where did Pearl go? Why did the thing of Gato?
What to do?
So, what's our first move?
I guess we go down to the detention center and talk.
Wait a sec, Nick. This person's behind bars because of you. Whoever it is isn't going to be jumping at the chance to meet you, right?
Hey! Let's get one thing straight. It wasn't me! It was a fake me that did this!
I wonder if he looks exactly like you. Your phony Zinny Hope. I mean...
I hope not. What kind of name for an evil double is Zin Ehop, anyway?
Nick! I got it!
If you're going to ask whether I've got a twin brother, the answer is no.
Loyal sport.
Oh, it's Phoenix backwards. Okay. Wait, then how do I say that backwards? Any ideas?
Did you notice Gumshoe was acting weirder than usual? Or was it just me?
What do you mean?
I mean, he was really worked up. Like a guy who's just found out he's going to be a dad or something.
Yeah, I guess he was acting kind of strange.
Maybe he realized he's got too strong feelings for you, Nick.
Considering how we interact, I seriously doubt that, Maya.
Well, if he wasn't nervous because of you...
Then maybe it's because of our new guilty client. Okay. So we're going to the detention center. See who the heck I was supposed to be defending that I don't even know! January 6th, detention center, visitors room.
This is so nerve-wracking. Waiting to meet our new client. I wonder just what kind of person you tricked and got found guilty.
Keep it down, Maya! You kind of talk about... That kind of talk could ruin me. Ah! Who's screaming? It's a girl! Wait! It's Bird! It's you! Hi! Give me 1 second. I gotta remember how to...
How could you do this, Mr. Wright? How could you do this to me? They put me in solitary. I haven't been able to stop crying.
Aren't you...
Yes, I am. I am totally and utterly let down.
Are you?
Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird.
I don't think that's the voice I gave you last time.
Don't pretend you don't know me. It's me, Maggie. Remember? Maggie Bird.
Maggie Bird. Maggie Bird. She's the policewoman I defended that one time. She was accused of murdering her lover. She was a cop, too. Why are you back? What happened? What are you doing in here? Didn't I get you acquitted?
Oh, sure.
I want to change your voice because I gave Pearls your voice.
Oh,
sure. Very funny. After the fifth-rate defense job, you come in here and start making jokes?
You better hurry up and tell her what happened, Nick. Oh, I see.
So that's where we stand right now.
I'm sorry you've been caught up in another murder. My whole life has nothing but a whirlwind of bad luck and failures.
I vaguely remember her saying the exact same thing last time.
But I don't mind. That's one more disaster in my life. At least now the real Mr. Wright is here with me. I won't let the world keep me down, sir.
How are you?
That badge! Is it real?
Of course it's real.
That's what they all say. I've been duped before. Give it to me for a sec.
Ah! Chomp, chomp, chomp!
She bit into it. And I left a few teeth marks too.
I can see that.
I just wish I could remember if that means it's real or a fake.
Said it was real. Wait, is she testing to see if it's real gold or something? Oh yeah, I need to ask you about this.
Hey, this article's about my case.
Can you tell me anything about the guy who was pretending to be me?
Yes, sir. It was the morning after I'd been arrested. I met you in the visitor's room here. You were wearing one of your super sharp suits.
Me?
Yes, you, Mr. Wright. Hey, Maggie. It's my evil double. AM? Was my evil double.
AM? Great! It's a sweet potato!
Hey, Maggie. Was my evil double. Hey, AM here too? No. I don't remember phoning you, Maya. Oh. I could have been so cool. Then you got really worked up and passionate. I'm gonna get you out. Clear this crime, you said.
Okay, I get the picture. You've met me in person before. So how come you didn't realize that guy wasn't the real me?
I guess, looking back now, it was a little strange.
Only a little?
Well, okay. So you were a bit taller than normal, and you looked a bit shady. Your voice was a bit weird. Oh, and you had this kind of funny accent.
So the guy was nothing like me then!
But he had your spiky hair and blue suit.
That doesn't mean it's me! Anyone can copy my hair or my suit and say they're me! That doesn't make them me! Is that all it takes for someone to intimidate me?
How about everyone else in the courtroom, like the judge and the observers? Didn't they realize he was an imposter? Everyone had these big question marks on their faces. It seemed that no one wanted to say anything, sir. This case just keeps getting weirder and weirder.
Wait, why am I no longer a thing to talk about on here? It's just Maya, Mia, Gato, Gumshoe, and then Maggie.
Thanks for your help last year. It was nothing. I'm glad we got you off the hook. I hope you can help me out this year too. Yeah, me too. It'd be sweet if we could get this verdict overturned. I know I used to be on the police force, sir, but I'm incarcerated now, so I can't use my connections to help you. All I can tell you about now is info about ex-cons or the clientele of Tress Bin, sir. Aw, don't let it get you down, Maggie. Oh, Detective Gumshoe! He really looked out for me when I was on the first...
That's why he's so upset, because his crush is in jail! That's what's going on. He's upset that his crush is in jail at the moment. Fun. Have you seen him recently?
No, he's never been to the restaurant. Guess he's not a fan of French cuisine, huh? He's an instant noodle type of guy after all.
Not by choice. He can't really afford anything else.
Yeah, he prefers the simple things in life.
Or he's just simply too poor to afford anything else. See, exactly.
Yeah, well, not yourself.
No matter what happens, I never let things get me down.
You're always so positive, aren't you, Maggie?
Macho naggy bird. They say the early bird catches the worm. A bird in the hand.
What? Wow. Wow. All those phrases are named after you?
And I never turn my back on anything.
You're always so strong, aren't you, Maggie?
Macho Maggie bird, they say. I'm a tough old bird.
Tough old bird. Tough old bird, Nick. Oh, do you get it?
Yeah, I get it. Okay, so let's actually talk to you, Maggie Bird.
So, how come you're dressed like that, Maggie? Last year you looked so sharp in that police uniform. You know, the one with all the feathers on it? I don't know why there was feathers on it.
I was fired after that incident last year.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's okay. I don't mind one bit. I enjoy being on the force. I think it was time for me to move on.
So, what do you do now?
In the second act of The Life of Maggie Bird, I'm playing the role of a waitress.
A waitress?
Yes. Yes. At French restaurant. It's a small place, but it's quite fashionable. My charming smile and shapely figure come through for me. And the owner, Mr. Armstrong, hired me straight away, sir.
Wait, there is an actual Armstrong here. What the frick? Didn't I accidentally call? wait a second. In the trial with freaking Maya and not Maya, with Emma and everything, I was calling a Neil dude Armstrong by accident. There's an actual Armstrong here? And then you got into this mess straight away, huh? Right?
Yeah, you could put it that way.
What happened?
This whole mess started on the 3rd of last month. And it happened at Trespian.
Trebien?
Yes. It's a restaurant where good service and a friendly smile are always included.
Oh.
Oh.
There were 2 men at the table both drinking coffee. And then...
Fake Phoenix was the one who poisoned.
one of the men put some poison into the victim's cup. The victim took just 1 sip and was gasping for air. I was so shocked I passed out.
Hey, hold on there, Maggie.
What?
You keep calling the guy the victim. Didn't you know the guy who was killed?
Not at all. I've never even seen the guy before.
Oh.
So she wouldn't have had a motive to kill him then, I guess. And the other man, the killer, you saw him, right?
Of course. A good waitress must be attentive to the clientele.
So you saw the killer, but you were found guilty of the crime anyway? How come?
You tell me, Mr. Wright.
Heck! Guess the answer to my question is my phony. Anyway, she saw the killer. Better see if I can get a description of the guy. Guilty verdict.
So, if you saw the murderer, why were you still convicted?
Because no one else saw.
Saw what?
The other man. The one who put the poison in the victim's coffee. Everyone testified that way. Mr. Armstrong, the customer, everyone. The victim was sitting alone at his table the whole time. But how's that possible?
But how's that possible?
I don't know. But nobody, not one person, would believe me, sir. Even Phoenix Wright, my one last hope for fair trial, failed me. What a pathetic defense! My granny could have done a better job!
Look! That wasn't me, okay?
And then, found something a bit incriminating in my apron pocket.
What?
A small bottle of poison.
What? Poison? It was in your pocket?
Well, I passed out when the victim collapsed. The killer must have slipped the poison into my pocket when I was unconscious. And no one else saw the other guy.
And no one else saw this other guy?
No, sir. That's what everyone said. But I don't see how they could have missed him.
The other guy.
I was the one who took the copy to the two men.
Oh. And what was your impression of them?
Well, when I first saw them, I kind of thought they'd be in the music industry.
In music? In music? How come?
Well, one of them had some sort of earpiece and an emo musician's look about him. And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
An earpiece and a sample CD, huh? Did you get a good look at the CD at all?
It had a band's name written on it. I think it was MC something. They must have been preparing for their debut, I guess.
So it's a band CD. Maybe a promo disc?
Maybe it was MC Screwdriver.
Get serious, Maya! Would you buy the CD of a group named that?
What was the name of that group again? MC Hacksaw? No. MC...
And what about the killer? What did the killer look like?
Well, I don't really remember. Only that he was a young man. Well built like the victim, really. Mr. Wright, do you think it's possible to get a retrial?
Probably. The court ruled in the absence of a genuine defense attorney, so we should be able to get a retrial.
Mr. Wright?
Hmm?
Do you think we'll win next time? Sir? My life has been a full-course meal of bad luck, complete with defeat for dessert. Since I was 6 months old, when I fell from the 9th floor of my apartment building. I've been hit by all sorts of vehicles, gotten sick from all sorts of foods, failed at almost every test I've taken, experienced every kind of disaster. I even landed a phony lawyer when I had the misfortune of being accused of murder. Again. But I will survive, because Mockingbird always lives to fight another day. And one day, I'll find it. Just you wait and see, sir. I'll find that one single moment of good luck.
Oh, I can't say that! Phoenix backwards! Phoenix backwards is gonna pay for this. Yup. What are you staring at me like that for? But Maya's right. Whoever it is that thought it was a good idea to use my name, get an innocent girl convicted of murder, had better watch out.
I'll find him. Don't you worry. We'll get this backwards Phoenix for you.
Thank you. Oh, I'll tell you where Trey Bean is then.
Trey. Right. The restaurant where the murder took place.
Yes, sir. When you go, please tell Mr. Armstrong I said hi.
Sure. All right, Nick. Let's go check out this restaurant and its food.
What do you care about the food? The food's not important. We're gonna go to criminal affairs real quick because... Where did the pink badger come from? And why are they handcuffed? What are you doing? What's the chief of police doing, bro? What is he doing with the friggin'... Where did the pink badger even come from? January 6th, police station, criminal affairs department.
It's been ages since we came down to the precinct, huh, Nick?
Looks like Gumshoe isn't around.
He's got it so easy, leaving everyone else to go to do the work.
No, he's out there somewhere. My bet is on the courthouse. He's probably trying to arrange the retrial of this case.
Guess that means we should go to the detention center and chat with our killer, huh?
I've already chatted with her. To being convicted without a fair trial. I'm not sure killer is the right label. Sir? Sir? Sir! Why?
Hey, that's the police mascot, isn't it? It's so cute.
That's the blue badger. It was my idea. I made it, and now it's the national symbol of the police force. So, what's with the pink one? It's new, right?
She's not an it, Nick. She's a she, right, Chief?
Yep. Meet the pink badger.
So one's called Blue and the other's called Pink? They're both called Badger?
Yeah, very original names. You got it. They're married.
Mr. and Miss Badger seem to be cuffed together, Chief.
You got it. That's marriage for you. Is everything okay at home, Chief? Oh, mascot that's deeper than the deepest of deep oceans. Is everything good at home? Are you okay? This must be the chief of the detectives here. He's glued to his computer screen. What? Masty Mas turned up at the bank. What's he doing? Hands up, you scallywags. You're under arrest. Hey, that's our job. It's like Ron Delight's opted for a new career. Wait, now he's playing hero. Quit surfing the net, Chief. Sorry, I was just, things feel pretty tense in here. These are the detective's desk. There are computers and files in each one. Funny, they're a lot tidier than I expected. I guess the detectives don't spend a lot of time at their desk. Well, Ron definitely turned a new leaf and became a hero, a vigilante. That must be one of the detectives. He's mumbling something to himself. Don't die running or run light. Die the old-fashioned way. Old age. We have a winner. Inject a bit of humor. That's the key. He must be coming up with slogans for a safety campaign, I guess. Maybe? Hopefully? No clue. Anyway, we're gonna go to your restaurant and say hi to this Armstrong fellow. It's very pink! Why is there so much pink? I don't like this much pink! Ah, it makes me sick. Why? So frilly and lacy, I don't like it. Why is there so much pink? January 6th, Trivian. A restaurant doesn't need to look like it came out of Strawberry Shortcake cartoon, man! Freaking Barbie Dreamhouse place! What the frick? What's this music? What is this music? What is that picture? What is that?
Wow, look at this place.
It feels like a rainbow unicorn just threw up in this place. Ah! I'm feeling sick just staring at all this pink. I hate it. This place is too frilly. I don't like it. I hate it. Look, I like smell. What's with the suffocating scent of flowers in here? Oh, well, it might be the fact that the frickin' everything, the wallpaper is even flowers. Everything's flowers. Then again, girls like that kind of thing, right? No, I don't like it. I hate it. I hate it so much. Oh, my eyes are burning. I don't have eyes. They still burn. My soul burns. How about that? Oh, I don't like looking at this. I don't like it. The music's okay, but I don't like this. It looks like freaking a pink unicorn just threw up sparkles and flowers all over the place, and I hate it. And Barbie came along and just painted everything pink. I didn't watch the Barbie movie because I didn't want to deal with how much pink was going to be in that movie. And now this! Ah, my eyes! A little bit of pink is okay, but oh my gosh, this hurts! I'm gonna have to suffer through this, dang it. I hate the color pink. I hate it so much. And now I'm here. Why am I in this hell? I hate pink! Then again, I hate this stuff. I don't know why you're saying, oh, girls like this stuff. All girls like this stuff. No, we don't. I hate it.
I don't like flowers. Because I don't see the point of picking flowers to begin with, because they always die whenever you pick them. I don't like the color pink because it makes me physically sick. I feel throwing up. I don't like thrills because it looks... I don't like it. I don't like any of this. Can I leave? I don't want to be here. Actually, I'm not all that into it. See, the only thing I agree with Maya with. I don't like this kind of stuff. It feels... I don't like it. No one's coming to see us. Maybe there's no one here. Don't be silly, Maya. This is a restaurant, and it's open for business. Hello? Anyone here? Can we get this over with so I don't have to stare at the pink walls anymore? I don't believe it. There really isn't anyone here. Perfect. Let's get intrusive. There's no one here. We can take anything we want. You're more of a thief than freaking Ron, man. Yeah, I suppose we can. Can I get out of here? I need to get out of here. I wasn't expecting it to be so pink. Like that. That explains the freaking neon orange freaking jumpsuit you're wearing, man. It's your maid uniform, right? No wonder. They need something to stand out with that freaking paint everywhere. Barbie would have a field day in that place, but oh, I feel sick. Why do I feel sick over a color? Oh. Just staring at me, huh? Probably wondering why I'm here. Well, it's cause I don't like pink and it made me sick. You should have given me a warning that I was that pink, man. Should have at least said, oh, by the way, Barbie came by. Oh, by the way, Barbie came by and painted the entire place a friggin' sickly pink. It'll make you sick if you don't like pink. Okay. Let's get through this. I don't know why I feel physically sick being in here, but I am. Can I change the colors? Can I put like a thing over my screen where it doesn't look so pink? I hate it. I hate it. Newspaper. It's a rack full of fashion magazines and they're all in French. Why don't you try wearing something a bit more chic sometime, huh, Maya? Yeah, I guess I could. I'm always in my acolyte clothes, aren't I? It'd be fun to wear normal clothes every now and then. There's something stuffed in behind the rack. Looks like a sports paper to me. Hey, and look at this. Someone scribbled a little doodle on one of the pages. MC Bomber. MC Bomber. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. Oh, thank you for freaking. Oh, thank you. $100,000? That's a $500,000. What's going on? MC Boomer? $100,000? Maybe? I wonder what MC Bomber is supposed to be. This paper. It's from December 3rd. This paper's from the day of the poisoning. What? Oh, we're back at the pink. Sports paper added to the court record. The paper from the day of the murder. This is gonna be a clue. I should see. I am not playing this up. I literally feel sick. I wish I'm playing it up. I'm not. I should see if I can find out some more about this paper. Oh, I hate this place. I hate it. It's a rack full of fashion magazines. They're all in French. Yeah, and it looks stunning in some of those. Parisian frocks, huh? We found this sports paper behind the magazine rack earlier. Better try to find out everything I can about it. Yeah. Let's look at that. Let's look at that. Look at this. Well, I have a way to take a break from the pink. Oh, I so wish I was playing this up, but I'm not.
I really have goosebumps, man. I hate it. Okay, let's get through with this. Let's finish this quickly. Oh, we need to get out of here soon. It's the restaurant's front entrance. There's a sign hanging on the door written in French. It probably says open or close. It must be one or the other, but I don't know which since I don't know Jaquise, but about France. Jaquise. Is that... Oh, that's Jack, right?
Look how the little trinkets tucked away in here.
I bet Mr. Armstrong collected all these personally. Let's see, a bouquet of flowers, some potpourri, and look, fine bone china cups.
I never knew you were so cultured.
I'm not! Come on, Maya. This is common knowledge. Any Joe Schmo knows this much. And any Joe Schmo knows that I'm sick in here and I want to get this over with.
Look, it's one of those magical boxes that spits out money.
You know you're the only person who would ever describe a cash register in that way. Why do you describe a cash register like that?
It spits out money.
That's not how a cash register works. Come on, let's see. I need to make sure that I don't miss anything so I don't have to come back. Because I don't want to come back. I don't like this place. It's making me sick. Hello. This table's set nicely. It just needs a customer.
What do you think this flower is, Nick?
Let's see. Well, it doesn't look like a tulip and it's not a sunflower. I don't know. I don't think.
Huh? Even I could have told you that.
Well, those are the only kinds of flowers I know. Dagnut, I'm a lawyer, not a botanist. Dagnubbit? Nabbit? Dagnabbit? Why did I say that? I don't know why. Frilly pink window shade. Why is everything pink? Wow, it's a beautiful winter wonderland out there.
Really? Cool. I love snow. Let me see. Huh? It's not white. It's not even snowing.
Got you. I was only kidding, Maya.
Nick! Why am I wasting time? Why are you wasting time? You're getting sick in here. There are lies that are okay to tell and lies that are definitely aren't.
All I did was tell an itty-bitty white lie about non-existent white snow. Come on, let's get out of here soon! This restaurant has partitions that separate the tables. When you're seated at a table, you can only see the tables to your right or left. Oh no. Hey look, a table. This must be the table where the murder occurred.
I guess so. With all this police tape all around it.
And that stain must be from the poison coffee. Don't go licking the tablecloth, okay, Maya?
Why would I lick it? I'm not a cat, you know?
Then why can I picture you doing just that? Especially with that smile that you just gave me. Why did you give me that smile? I didn't like that smile. Anyway, any more to look at? I don't know. Let's see. Chair, floor, nothing. There's nothing here, nothing to look at. Can I leave now? I want to leave. Hi. Oh, I'm out pink hell. Here, look at this new sports paper.
Oh, sports paper. Let's see. Did Cutson Braun manage to defend his heavyweight title?
Sorry, Maggie. That paper is actually a month old. It's from the day of the murder.
And Gutson got knocked out yesterday, I'm afraid. Oh, no.
I found this paper in the magazine rack of Trebian.
Really? That's strange. Trebian doesn't get newspapers. Mr. Armstrong says he's not really fond of them.
Then maybe
one of the customers left it behind?
Anyway, what I want you to take a look at is the scribble here.
That's it, sir. MC Bomber. That was the name that was written on the CD.
Just as I thought.
I guess it wasn't MC Screwdriver after all, huh?
When did we ever say it was?
So that $100,000 must be a down payment for a record deal, right? If someone gave me $100,000, I'd sing for sure. The Master of Kumrain or the Spirit Song or even Maya's theme.
Okay, Maya. So, the sample CD was on the victim's table. That means this newspaper may have belonged to the victim.
You're right.
So the victim left this behind on the day of the murder, huh?
I think we better set up the investigation, don't you, Nick?
I had to go back. I don't want to go back. Gumshoe? No? I have to go back, don't I? I don't want to go back. No! No. I feel sick. Oh, look. Turn away safe. Très bien. Ooh la la. Bonjour. And welcome to La Très bien.
Oh, hello.
What happened to Mia? She's throwing some stuff. Ah! What the frick?
I was not expecting that of anything. And all that reminded me of was all the freaking. I reminded me of saltine. It reminded me of the freaking island that Sanji ended up on during his two years training. Now all I'm thinking about is them. Gosh dang it. What was the island called? Kurakuma Island? But still, why are you doing this? Why? I'm sorry, it's just everything's pink and this guy's pink and he's overly sexual for some reason. Why are you overly sexual? Go away. Oh. Look at this brush make me sick. You know. It's not the. If he wasn't wearing pink, it'd be a lot easier. This place is already making me sick, and then him on top of it, it's just making it worse, and I can't even look at my screen. Okay. Power through this. Okay.
Bon voyage. Welcome to my petite restaurant.
Huh? Bienvenue?
Oh no, my petite trunette.
Huh? Me?
Look at these fees.
Like a kitten rejected by...
What voice should I give this man? You're a man, right? I think you're a man. You have a beard. Oh, but you could identify as a woman. You could be a woman. I don't know. I'm not looking at you at the moment. I can't take you for another second. I'm literally covering my eyes. I'm trying to think of a voice for this dude. Chick. What are they? What are you? I don't know. All I know is she referred to you as Mr. Armstrong, so I'm taking it that you want to be referred to as a man. So I'm gonna do that. Okay, give me 1 second. I just need another second. Another second. My stomach is literally churning with this dude in front of me. Ah! Okay. I'm sorry. I'm not meaning to be mean towards anyone, but this literally is making me sick. It's too pink. Can we talk outside, please, sir? It's the fact that it's pink on pink and you're on top of the pink and you're wearing pink. If you weren't in here, it would be a lot easier to talk to you, please. Look at this face. Like a kitten rejected by its own mother. You are fatigued, no? Alors, you need this. I need to give you a deeper voice. Why is it flashing? And romantic, that or melange of les Noroli and Norolles. My personal recommendation. I'm not good with a French accent.
You think I mean what?
Oi. Just add a couple of drops of this mixture to that water and voila. It will soothe your body and your mind. It's simply fantastic.
Really?
And for la monsieur. Who? Me? Look at that face. Like the puppy rejected by life itself.
You are fatigued, no? For humans, so I recommend this.
It's the same thing.
Oil bergamot, and maybe a hint of oil. I will add a peppermint and a clarice for a fragrance exceptional. Such an invigorating.
I can't look at you. Can you stop being sexual, please? It's making me sick. It's not the fact that you're a dude. It's just the fact that you're being sexual for no reason.
Such an invigorating recipe will bring out your delicious beauty, monsieur.
My beauty?
Alors, if you will be seated, I will bring you the special menu of the day.
Actually, we're not here to eat. We're lawyers.
Ma bonne soeur, I know this already, monsieur. You are the Phoenix Wright, no?
Yes. You know me?
Mine, oi. I never forget a man who flirts with me, especially in court.
I guess he was cross-examined by our mysterious Zing Yop.
I don't care that he's buff or anything. It's the fact that he's like, overly sexual poses right now. Looks like everyone to do with the case knows who I am already.
I wonder what sort of impression Zing Yop's been leaving on people, don't you?
Allow me to introduce myself.
Stop it!
I don't need you to rub your chest in my face, please. I don't like that.
Please don't do that.
Allow me to introduce myself to you again. I am one Armstrong, Enchanté.
Hi, how are you? I want to leave as soon as possible, so let's get this over with. Très bien.
So what does très bien mean? I know très. That means 3, right?
No. Très bien is français. In English, you would say very good.
Oh, very good.
Oi. Exactement. L'atmosphere is très bien. La cuisine is très bien.
If the food's so good, why aren't there any customers in here? Probably because of this man being overly sexual.
My cuisine is not for all. Some people, they do not appreciate la haute cuisine. La hot cuisine.
I thought everyone liked hot cuisine.
Since I have lost Maggie, I do not have enough hands.
So you're running this place on your own now?
Oi. Oui. For the moment. No one has answered my advertisement. Or for more.
Please don't eyeball me while you say that.
I am the chef. I am the manager. I am also trained aromatherapist.
I'm roaming what?
A practitioner de aromatherapy. La art of soothing the soul with the delicate floral aromas.
I'm not good with a French accent. Delicate. The smell coming from this bottle earlier was anything but. What happened? So, could you tell me what you know about the incident?
When? It makes me sad to remember it, yet I remember it so well. More than a month has passed since it happened.
Yeah, I guess it's been about a month since Maggie's sentencing.
So, it was the 3rd of last month. Just another one in the afternoon. A man who was in here for coffee suddenly became ill.
Because of the poison in his coffee?
That is the truth as I know. It was Maggie who took his coffee to him. I was in the kitchen. I heard the sound of someone collapsing. When I came out to see what it was, he was already slumped in his chair.
He was dead.
But stop doing that! I can hate you! Don't do that! Don't freaking shove your chest in my face, good sir!
Mon Dieu, oui, he was dead. Maggie hadn't passed out also.
And this man who died, was he alone? Oui, monsieur. Oui, monsieur. All alone. I know that Maggie said there was someone else, but... I see. La police, they asked me many times. Are you sure there was no one else at the table? They say. But I not the only one. The old man said the same thing. Old man? What old man? What is this old man? Hurry up so I can leave! So what is this old man that you mentioned? At the time of the murder, there was another customer in here. What? Someone else saw it? Oui. As usual, he came alone that day. As the time of the murder was there, he saw it too. But it said the same thing, that there was no one else at the victim's table. I can't do the deep male voice and his accent at the same time, so I apologize. I'm not able to keep the voice. But Maggie swears that there were two people. Why, mademoiselle, the lawyer, he could not prove this, no? About the lawyer. That was me, I suppose. Moi, buenzo, sir. Wow, he is the first person who said it wasn't me. Don't kid yourself, Nick. Now, who's the one making stuff up? I don't know. I want to leave. Let me leave. I'm getting out of here. Ugh. Hi. How are you? I got nothing new. You're talking about your...
Oh, so you met the owner, Mr. Armstrong.
He's, oh, how can I put this? Pretty unique, huh?
He was a really intense aura, as a chef and as a person.
Yeah, he has a pretty intense aroma, too.
So, did Mr. Armstrong really not see the killer? Apparently not. Well, he's in the kitchen all the time, so I guess it's possible that he didn't.
Okay. I'm gonna have to go back, aren't I? I don't want to. I don't want to go back. Okay. Going back! We have to finish this! Finish talking with you! God, present something. I am not a lawyer myself. I do not wish to speak out of turn. But your defense in court that day was a little, how you say, lacking, perhaps. Even a Frenchman who cannot speak any English could have done a better job. You were very cool, though. Oh, oui, so handsome. Wow, I wonder just how bad the defense could have been. Every time you open your mouth, you could have stood. Oh man, there's something I don't want to imagine. What about this? Where's my Magatama? Where'd that go? We found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind. Do you have any ideas which customer it was? The only idea I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen. Where did my Magatama go? Please, monsieur, there is no need to show me that. Stop it! You are Mon Phoenix Wright, the worst defense attorney in town. I think I can imagine how he formed his completely wrong impression of me. The last time we met, did I show you this badge? Me, you flashed it to everyone in the restaurant. Looks like Shady Hop is a bigger fan of flashing stuff than you are, Nick. Okay. Maggie was a policewoman once. Yes, say boss? Yes, but she had to quit for reasons beyond her control. Oui. She was a suspect in the murder investigation, no? Oh, you know about that? That is why I gave her la perfume for our happiness. Happiness perfume. We blended from bergamot like I have given to you before. But she's been arrested again. Found guilty this time. This is true. A natural aroma of unhappiness must have been very strong.
Just a minute. Your perfume doesn't work.
I am not surprised she was the prime suspect after something like that took place before my very eyes. Something like what? What's this guy talking about? Does this mean Maggie did have a motive?
We gotta ask this guy for more info. Stat. Yeah, please. Please finish so I can leave. I feel sick in here. Maggie took the coffee over to the victim. Did anything happen?
Oh, oui. I suppose you could say so.
So what happened?
None.
It was nothing.
Look, Maggie says she didn't even know the guy, but she's still indicated for murder. Prosecution must have come up with some kind of motive.
Oui, it is true. If there was anything at all between Maggie and the victim, that could be relevant.
So please, tell us anything you know.
Oh, there's 3 of them. Psyche locks.
No way. What are we going to do, Nick?
Let's just have to remove... What the?
What's wrong?
Oh, my Magatama's missing, like I noticed earlier. The Magatama. It's gone.
Huh?
I had it in my pocket, but it's vanished into thin air.
What?
I could see the Psyche locks. Maybe that means the Magatama's nearby. Did you take the Magatama? Mr. Armstrong. Can I just confirm something with you again? The table where the victim was sitting. Was anyone else sitting there?
That is a question you will have to ask in museums. Huh? Him? Lao man spends all of his time down in the park.
The park? Oh, a park! What park's that?
We have a restaurant. It's called Vitamin Square. Vitamin Square. Thank you.
Stop it!
Jivon in Paris, my dear. Let's go check out this... let's go check out this Vitamin Square right now, Nick.
Yeah, let's go. Let's leave. Is my Magatama here real quick? Let me try and find my Magatama. I don't see it. Where's my Magatama? Where'd my Magatama go? Where's my Magatama? Who took my Magatama? Okay, I don't see my Magatama. I can't stand being in here. Let's go to the new place. Vitamin Square. It's fruit. It's fruit. Hello, fruit. And birds. Hello. I was not expecting fruit. Hello, fruit.
So this is Vitamin Square.
Yeah, I see where they get the name from now. The fruits scream vitamins at you.
Hey, Nick. That's the guy, right? Isn't that the old man Mr. Armstrong was talking about?
That grouchy-looking grandpa?
He's throwing seeds out for the pigeons.
Yeah, he's not throwing seeds for them. He's throwing seeds at them. What the frick? Hi, old man! My grumpiness threat level has just been raised to red. As red as his nose. How are you? You good? I'm good. Look at this. Excuse me, sir? Did I just ask you about this? Sir? Voice. Here you go, boy. That was some pigeon feed sound of you. That wasn't exactly what I was hoping to get out of this guy. That was too young. Here you go, boy. I'm trying to figure out the right voice for this guy. Here you go, boy. That is some pigeon feed sound of you. Okay. What you saw. Excuse me? Would you mind if I had a word with you? Yes. Yes. I just want to ask you a couple of questions. You can sound like a green puppet from Sesame Street. What green? I can't do Oscar the Grouch!
What makes you think I can do Oscar the Grouch?
What's the matter with you? What's the... What... What's the...
Ugh. I'm trying to figure out a voice.
What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? What's the matter with you? What's the matter? What?
What's the matter with you?
I keep doing just a very deep man voice, but it's not an old man.
What's the matter, whippersnapper? What's the matter with you? Can't you see I'm busy? So you don't like my seeds, eh, pigeons?
He's really chucking those seeds at them. That's gotta hurt.
Go on, eat this.
Maggie Bird. Excuse me, sir. Can I ask you about Maggie Bird?
I don't know any Maggie Bird.
Yes, you do. Maggie, the waitress at Trilogy.
It's a disgrace, I tell you. Never disgrace.
A disgrace?
Never seen a young girl revealing herself like that.
Revealing? You mean her uniform?
Are you of today? I don't have any shame. No shame, I tell you. Not 1 ounce. Whatever happened to the old Bushido values of Japan? Like honor or modesty.
What about me? I'm not wearing anything revealing.
Your problem is your lack of any sense of grace.
Talk about hitting a girl where it hurts. Trilogy. Do you go to Trilogy a lot?
A miserable excuse of a restaurant. That garbage they serve in there's not food. Where's the sushi? Where's the tempura? Rice?
Trilogy is a French restaurant, sir.
Where do you think we are, boy? In Paris? I want real food, not those snooty snacks. And what about those shameless girls?
You mean the waitresses?
You can see all the way up to there. Yes, the waitresses. They're practically naked. It's a disgrace, isn't it? Well, isn't it?
Listen, it's not my restaurant.
Yeah, it's a miserable excuse of a restaurant. That's that place. Miserable.
He certainly knows the place. He must be a regular. If he eats so much, why does he keep going? Try being regular. Are you a regular at the restaurant, sir? It's just, if you dislike it so much, why would you keep going there? Sir?
There you are, you filthy pigeons. What? You want food? Yeah, take that.
He must be hiding something, right? If he is, I should be able to see a psyche lock or two. Oh, wait. I don't exactly have the Magatama right now, huh? Remember, Nick, that Magatama is only on loan. You better find it or else. If Pearls ever gets wind of this, I'm going to be in a world of pain. Oh yeah, because she was able to freaking knock me out. Job listings. Oh, there's a magazine here. It's a magazine full of job listings.
You disgusting rogue, picking up something someone else threw away.
Threw away? Did you throw this away? Are you looking for a job?
It's not your business.
Sorry, I guess I'll just take the magazine with me then.
I don't want anyone else having it. Give it back.
Too bad. Now that you want it so bad, I don't want to give it up. Job listings and court record.
Hey, that's mine.
Look at this orange. Looking at this orange reminds me. What? Hey, you're supposed to eat a lot of them to ward off colds in the winter. You can't have fun during the holidays if you're sick in bed, you know? You don't have to tell me twice. Why is there this one random white pigeon? Hey, look! Pigeons! Yeah, heaps of them too. Did you know that pigeons are a symbol of peace? That's a dove. That's a dove, not a pigeon. Yeah, see? Poor things. So they can't be symbols of peace and harmony just because they're gray? Is that it? You're overthinking this one by just a smidge, Maya. Not to mention there is a white pigeon, like, right there. used to love sandboxes like you wouldn't believe.
Really? You?
Sure. Finding iron fillings in the sands with a magnet was my favorite thing to do.
Iron fillings? Wow, that's too exciting for words.
It was my ambition to collect every single shred of iron in the sandbox. I was such a kid back then.
So, did you manage to get all the iron?
No, I never did. I think I came close though. Come to think of it, I still have all the iron fillings I found way back then. You want them?
No. Where do you keep them? Do you have them on you? Did you wear the same freaking robe for like years now?
This place is so fruity.
That's not a bad thing. Besides, I love apples. They're among my favorites.
And that apple slide is perfect for you.
And what is so perfect about it?
Oh, come on. Don't be a sickin' mud. Slide down it a few times. Go on. Woo!
No way. I get covered in sand if I slid down the slide. Anyone can see that.
Yeah, you're right. Otherwise, I'd give it a try too.
Oh, because the slide leads directly into a sand pit? Water fountain and a giant strawberry. Oh, dang it. Apple! And a banana seesaw. And tangerines. There's nothing else to look at, huh? Why is there only an old man here? Why aren't there any kids? What is an old man doing at a children's park anyway? What are you... I know you're throwing seeds at birds, but still. What is up with you? Oh no! I'm stuck. I don't want to go back in there. I'm gonna have to, aren't I? I don't want to. I close my eyes and... Okay, make it so I can only barely see the bottom. Let's go. Let's get out of here. I don't care where we go. Just go. Leave. Oh. Hi. How are you? My Magatama's missing. I think the French dude stole it. How are you, though? Good? Good. Let's see if anyone's at the criminal affairs. Nope. Where's my Magatama, good sir? Need my Magatama. Where did I drop the Magatama? The fact that I can see the lock must mean it's nearby.
I only loaned it to you, you know? You better find it, Nick, okay?
And here I thought it was mine to keep. Where is it? Where's the Magatama? Good sir, where'd you... What's in here?
It's a rack full of fashion magazines. They're all in French.
Looks like Mr. Armstrong doesn't get any newspapers.
Well, it wouldn't exactly suit the feel of the place, would it?
Why don't we try wearing something a bit more chic in these mags?
Yeah, it looks stunning.
I found the sports magazine about it. I'll find out what I can about it. I don't know anything about it. Where's my Magatama? Where'd my Magatama go? Please bring back my Magatama. I want my Magatama so I can leave. I don't want to be here. Give me my Magatama, please. Where did my Magatama go? It's around here somewhere. Who has it? Did you take it from me, good sir? Good sir, did you take my Magatama from me? You found this sports paper in the magazine rack here. One of my customers must have left it behind.
Do you have any idea which customer it was?
The only idea I have, mademoiselle, I save for my kitchen. Okay. Maggie was a policewoman once. Yes, boss. It is hard to imagine. I know, but I am an apprentice for 5 years in La Gay Paris.
Wow, in Paris?
It was something La Chevalier said to me that made me decide to open my own restaurant. And what was it? That awful man said to me, you must train for another 10 years. Oh, it was such a shock, so unexpected. But you would have to be a fool to do this, no? Where is my Magatama, good sir? Please give it back. I need it. I don't know what to do. What? What'd I do? I'm confused. And I don't know what to do. And I don't want to be in this room because I don't like it. It's too pink. Oh. Did you present this guy with a job listing thing?
Mademoiselle. Yes?
Are you looking for a job?
What? No. I was just...
Let me see. Your style is point different, but you have a good face.
different.
Stop it!
Well, she's sensations. You are best. I will hire you. Buena, come with me. Stop it. I will teach you everything I know. Nick, help!
Nope. Have fun. I don't know whether to laugh or feel bad for Maya. Maybe I should do both. Now, where's my Magatama? Magatama! Magatama! It's a rack full of fashion magazines. All the clothes in these are absolutely atrocious. Some of them have been circled in red. I really hope Mr. Armstrong is not thinking of buying those. Magatama! Magatama? These are a bunch of little trinkets on the shelf by the door. Then Mr. Armstrong collected all of these personally. Magatama! It's really tight behind the cash register counter. Can Mr. Armstrong even get in there? And if he got in, could he get out again? Sorry. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to drive you crazy by doing that. I got flustered and confused because my Magatama went missing. Where is it? Mr. Armstrong must be a pretty big neat freak. He already has this table ready to go. Now, if only the food in this place was edible. Have I even tried the food? It looks pretty cold out there on the streets. Peaceful, though. It's nice that people can take it easy after the holiday rush. This must be the table where the poisoning occurred. The stain tells the story well. The whole area is still, cordoned off by police tape. Guess it must still be under investigation. Okay, so can I go somewhere now? No, I can't. Where did he take her? Do I go? Where? Hey! Where did you take her? She got abducted! I have no clue, and I don't know where my Magatama went. Well, I'm gonna go to the detention center. Gone. January 6th, detention center, visitors room. Looks like they have Maggie in questioning. I guess I've asked her pretty much everything. Come back if there's anything else I need to ask her later. How are you, good sir? Been standing there for the past 3 games. The guard monitors the visitors room. There's nothing for him to do right now, so he's catching some vertical Z's. He's very good. He has his eyes open to everything. He's very good at pretending he's doing his job. January 6th. Wright & Co. offices. Poor Maya. It looks like Mr. Armstrong really's taken a shine to her. I suppose I'll just have to let her work at the restaurant for a while. I'll go pick her up from Trilogy once things have cooled off. January 6th. Police station. Criminal Affairs Department. Oh, hi!
Well, pal, have you found the evidence yet? The one that's gonna find her innocent?
No, not yet. We've only just started our investigation.
Well, whatever you need to know, I'll give you the dirt on it. I'm gonna put all my other cases on for now. I'm gonna what now? I pressed enter before I read it right. I'm gonna put up all my other cases for now, pal.
Gumshoe is really fired up about this.
Oh yeah, one more thing. The retrial's been approved. Court's sitting at 10 a.m. tomorrow. And Gatto's gonna be the prosecutor.
Oh, him.
Now listen up, pal. If Maggie's found guilty again...
Yes?
I'll make sure you get locked up good for it. Got it?
You really like Maggie, huh? Maggie Bird. So the guilty party was Maggie Bird, huh?
Yeah.
Back when she was on the police force. You were her mentor when she was a rookie, right?
Yeah, I kept a close eye on her. I mean, not too close, you know? Hey! What's with the funny looks, pal? It was just her. I was just her.
I was just
it wasn't anything like... Look, sure, I was her boss when she was doing her training, but that was it! Nothing happened!
Gumshoe sure is sweating up a storm over nothing. How old are you? How old are you? How old are you? You're 32. She's only 23. You're almost 10 years older than her! Ah, so that's it. Our big old Gumshoe has a little crush on Maggie. At least she's an adult. It's one good thing.
I don't like her or anything! I was... Ah!
Note to self. Gossip with Mia about this later.
Look, Bill, don't tell anyone, okay? You've gotta keep it a secret, got it?
Sure. And would you mind not guessing what I'm thinking all the time?
Hey, tell your face, Bill, not me. You don't to be blind not to see what's on your mind.
The victim. So, I was wondering, could you fill me in on the victim?
Glenn Elk.
Flynn Elk?
Glenn Elk, he was a computer programmer.
I see. Programmer.
He was just a regular Joe working for a small-time computer firm. Maggie never had any contact with the guy before that day. And all she did was take him his coffee on the day of the murder. Bill?
Yeah, Maggie also claimed to have never seen the guy before. Did the victim go to the restaurant often?
Not according to the chef. So it was the first time he's seen the guy.
Programmer. The first-time customer at that. What possible reason could Maggie have had to kill a guy like that?
That's what I thought. But a motive was still somehow established in the trial.
You're kidding! What was her supposed motive?
Sorry, Bill. I'm real busy. I haven't even got enough time to sift through these papers. Look into it yourself, okay?
What could this motive have been? Okay, what about the investigation?
This isn't really a proper investigation. I'm kind of working on it by myself.
Oh, that's right.
The judge already ruled on the case and all the evidence is in already. The only problem is with Maggie's testimony.
Yeah? Doesn't sound very good for us, huh?
Look, pal, I'll give a mountain of papers on this case to look over before tomorrow. So I'm just gonna say this. Maggie Bird's no liar. She's... Okay, so she's a bit out there and a bit up in base sometimes. But she was a good cop!
That's not exactly complimentary, you know? So, what do you think really happened? And just how contradictory was her testimony? Contradictions.
The biggest problem with Maggie's testimony is the number of people at the table.
Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Maggie still insists there was another guy staying with the victim.
Right, but get this. Everyone else in the place says the guy was alone, even the chef. And then there's that CD.
CD? Oh yeah, she did mention something about a CD.
And there was a sample CD on the table, sir.
But our guys turned that place upside down. There was no CD.
What?
Not on the table, not anywhere in the whole restaurant, pal.
But didn't Maggie say the victim was wearing an earpiece too?
Yeah, but that was for the portable radio in the front pocket of his hoodie.
A radio? He didn't have a CD player?
You got it. Your phony never explained that contradiction at all.
Come to think of it, owner of the Tribune didn't mention that CD either. I don't know why, but I get the feeling Mr. Armstrong's got something to hide. Well, clearly because I am missing my Magatama! Where is it? Who took it? Who took my Magatama?
Hey, so how come she's not with you today?
Oh, she got abducted. She's working out at the restaurant right now.
Working, huh? Yeah, it's tough being broke, I would know.
Okay. Yeah, finally get her to do something! Go work for a change and make me stop paying for your burgers! Go get some money of your own! Stop begging me for it! Wait, is that what happened? She was forcibly hired?
Next time I see her, I'll show her how to make the world's best instant noodles. We low earners have to stick together. It's the only way.
Yeah. And if we stick together enough, then we can probably afford to live in a house for a little bit. Why is he shaking my hand with such enthusiasm?
She cross-examined me once, you know?
What? Mia did.
Yeah, that was us. The big guns locking horns. Witness versus lawyer. It was a battle of cunning, tactics, and tricks.
Well, the witness isn't supposed to play any tricks.
I can't believe she's gone. That's the guy who's gonna be the prosecutor in Maggie's retrial tomorrow.
Oh, really?
He was working on a bunch of more important cases at the moment, but he canceled them all just so that he could take you on, pal.
Why is that guy so determined to see me fail?
You sure attract a lot of attention, huh? Too bad it's all the wrong kind. I'm such a loser. I had high hopes for Maggie. I was gonna make her my best detective there ever was. But then all of a sudden she was charged with murder and arrested. I never saw it coming. I never imagined they'd find her guilty. I hate myself for not being able to do anything.
It's okay, Detective Gumshoe. We still have a chance to make this right.
You know what? You're not such a bad guy after all, pal.
Maggie. Have you gone to see Maggie?
Of course I have! But I wasn't much good at consoling her. I'm not very good with words.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess I must have looked a bit down. Maggie was really supportive of me. It was great to have someone to talk to.
Did he go for her or for himself? What about him?
The chef at Trebian, huh? Trebian, huh? You know what the chef said to me? Ooh la la, your body is full of blood toxins. And then he gave me this bottle.
What's in it?
I don't know. The label says juniper. I'm under orders to put a few drops of it in my bath every day.
Under orders?
Yeah, you know, there's something about that lady. I mean, guy.
Huh? You can't stop thinking about him?
Not like that, Bill. Give me a break. He's not my type. I mean, I can't stop thinking about that he's involved with this case somehow.
Sounds like he knows something more about our charming chef. What about Glenn? What do you make of this?
Sorry, pal. All I can think about is Maggie at the moment. No! I don't mean it like that! I meant...
You don't have to explain. Really? I understand fully. I understand. I knew from the beginning that you've had a crush on her. Where's my Magatama?
Is that thing real, pal?
Why does everyone keep asking me that?
I wonder what this phony of yours is like.
He had Maggie found guilty of murder. Doesn't that tell you? I have to track this creep down.
I wasn't at the trial myself, but I asked this one detective I know how your defense was.
What did he say?
He started off by saying, I'm at a complete loss for words. But he must have found some quick because he went on about how bad you were for an hour.
But
he said you sucked so much it seemed like you were trying to get Maggie found guilty.
Looked like I was trying to get Maggie found guilty. Sports paper.
What's that? A sports paper?
Yeah, I found it in the magazine rack at Trebian.
It's dated the same day as the murder. You might be onto something here.
And look at this. See this writing here?
MC Bomber. Hey!
What is it?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Yeah, MC Bomber.
Wow, he actually seems to be thinking for once.
Heck, it's no good. I can't remember.
And he goes back to being the gumshoe we all know and love.
Hey, pal, I'm gonna borrow this paper for a bit, okay? I want to get a handwriting analysis done on this scribble.
Handwriting, huh? It'd be good to know more about that in any case.
Thanks, pal. I'll bet this will turn out to be an interesting clue.
Sports paper given to Detective Gumshoe. What do you make of this? Come on, it's a job listing so that in case you get fired again. Anyway, charming chef. And what exactly is it that caught your attention about the chef at Trebian?
It's, kind of hard to say. The guy's probably not even connected with the case anyway.
Hey, come on, detective. Didn't you say that you'd give me dirt on anything?
Well, this sort of stuff is kinda unimportant. Gossipy stuff, you know? You know, pal? Look, how about this? You go to Trebian and investigate the place yourself. And if you find out anything suspicious about the guy, you report back to me, okay?
Don't suppose I get a choice in this, huh? Guess I better find out more about the chef in Trebian. And report back to Gumshoe. Is this game just trying to make me throw up? Gosh dang it. Gosh dang it. I have to go back. I don't want to go back. I have to go back into Pink Hell. Or I can save that for later. If I get it done over with now, I might not have to go back. Oh, but it's the crime scene. I have to go back to the crime scene every 2 minutes. Okay. It's already been 4 hours. I'm hungry and I'm keep getting sick whenever I'm going to the pink room, so I'm gonna have to end it for today. I keep getting sick with the pink man. Yeah. I need to eat. I need to go to bed because I have work tomorrow, and I'm sorry. But I have such... The pink room is too much for me. It's making me sick. Every time I'm in there, it's so pink. And then the chef guy isn't any better. He's like shoving his chest in my face, and I don't like it. I don't like it. Oh. Anyway, that's gonna be it for today. Good day, good night, whatever time it is for you, and I'll pick this back up.